service line in a long time as a hit comes, and it should stay in bounds, and it does.
The serve, dug out by Bishop. This to the middle, and slamming one home.
Serves over, dug out by Brodzinski. Jones now an attack by Dylan Miller, killed good.
And free ball to the crossover. Eilertson will get the pass for Hawley, set up left side. Rusted down with the kill.
Set it up, Bostena left side. Big kill blocked at the net. Kept alive by the Greyhounds.
So Jones setting across court. Here's Sip with a right-handed kill. The attempt is in.
And a serve goes to Kiera Johnson, a libero, but mishandles it. It's an ace.
Jensen Richmond to Crockett. Crockett able to get it over. This one comes to the middle again. Culp gets the kill.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
And a good Friday evening from the Raider Dome in Tower City. It's the Region 1 volleyball tournament here tonight between the Richland Colts and the Maple River Raiders here on Your Live Event. I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to the pregame show. Coming up on our Coach's Corner, we'll hear from Don Storbakken of Richland, also Craig Poole of the Maple River Raiders. But let's dive into this matchup here tonight. The winner heads to the quarterfinals on Monday right here on Your Live Event. We'll have all 4 quarterfinal round matchups on Monday from Enderlin. The winner of this contest will play against the number 3 seed in the Kindred Vikings in the nightcap on Monday night down in Enderlin. Richland, the number 11 seed out of 12 teams for the Maple River Raiders. They are 6 out of 12, and these two teams have met a lot this season. On September the 20th here at the Raider Dome, Maple River won in 4 sets, 3 sets to 1, and then just a couple of days ago on October the 27th, Maple River won in 5 in Colfax in a non-region contest. So match 1 went 4 sets, match 2 went 5 sets. What are we going to have on store for the third meeting between the Richland Colts and the Maple River Raiders? Richland 9-22 on the season, 3-8 in Region 1, 2-2 in their last 4 matches to close out the regular season, and they swept Wymer Lidgewood at home on Monday here for the Colts. So coming in off a good win. On the opposite side for the Maple River Raiders, 13-8-1 on the year, 5-6 in Region 1 play. They've won back-to-back matches in 3 of their last 5 with wins over Hankinson, Richland, and Tri-State in their latest match on Monday. For the Maple River Raiders, the home team here, they'll play on the near sideline as you see them warming up for the Richland Colts out in their powder blues on the far side here this evening in Tower City. This is our pregame show. When we come back after this, we'll dive into our Coach's Corner, hear from both head coaches, also preview what's to come in the Region 1 volleyball tournament. We have Region 2 tonight as well, Larimore at Hillsborough Central Valley, and then we'll get ready for a busy volleyball week in North Dakota next week with Region 1, Region 2, and the Eastern Dakota Conference Tournament as well. Again, Chase Miller with you tonight from the Raider Dome in Tower City. Winner heads to the quarterfinals. Loser has their season come to an end. Our Coach's Corner is coming up next here between the Richland Colts and the Maple River Raiders with the top of the hour opening serve coming up here later tonight on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency that provides protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
As we continue here from the Raider Dome in Tower City, it's the Richland Colts and the Maple River Raiders in the opening round of the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament. Don Storbakken with us here for the head coach for the Richland Colts. And Don, a really nice way to close out, I know, the regular season with Weimar Lidgerwood. You guys able to earn a sweep of the Warbirds, who ended up being the number 5 seed here in the region. What do you hope to take from that match here tonight against a team that you know awfully well the third time here in Maple River?
I hope that our girls can step onto this court tonight, which we've played on already, and we didn't play terrible here that first time. We took 4 sets. I hope they can come as the same team that kept each other up. They never dropped their heads in that Weimar Lidgerwood game, even if we fell behind. Like, they stayed on top of their game, and they all just came together as a team and played well.
And the one thing here, it doesn't happen too often in Class B. Class A, you'll see a team double round robin twice. You might see them 3, 4, 5 times during the year. Maybe if you meet up a team midway through a tournament mid-season, you might see them a third time, but that's only a 3-setter, not a 5. How weird is it from your point of view, or is it kind of fun to play a team a third time here, which you've gone 4, you've gone 5, you've gone to the limit with them, and you just played them not too many days ago, Don?
Well, it's going to be a battle. And, we've told the girls, this ain't going to be a sweep either way. In 3, it's going to take 4 or 5. But ironically, we met Weimar Lidgerwood 2 times in tournaments, and they beat us both times. So that was fun to get them a third time as well. And I don't know, did they come into that thinking, well, we beat them twice already? Here we go. I mean, Maple River has also beat us twice, but I think it's hard to beat a team 3 times. Yeah. So we came ready to play.
For you guys, this senior class, what has it meant to, because when you look back at the Richland Colts here in recent years, you've had a tremendous success in Region 1. You've had a lot of success in this particular tournament as well. But what has this senior class meant to this year's team and to the program as well?
We're young. We are young. If it weren't for our 2 seniors, we probably wouldn't be where we are now. But the knowledge these girls are learning from them and their gameplay and their leadership on and off the court, they've done tremendous things for us.
And for you guys here, what's it ultimately going to take from your point of view, from your side of the net, to try to come away here? As you said, probably going to go right down in the nitty-gritty, right down to the wire, to try to pick up a win and get to Enderlin and go up against the Kindred Vikings in the quarters coming up on Monday.
We need to keep our heads up. We need to stay in the game, not let a couple points get us down, and keep on playing and pushing forward.
Don, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here tonight in the Raider Dome.
Thank you.
That again, Don Storbakken with us here on our pregame show. We'll continue with our Coach's Corner after this.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsborough, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
As we continue here on our pregame show tonight from the Raider Dome in Tower City, it's the opening round of the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament. It's the Maple River Raiders and the Richland Colts. Joining us now as head coach for the Maple River Raiders. That's Craig Poole. And Craig, a team I know we've talked a little bit about before the first serve here, as a team that you're very familiar with, obviously. You just got done playing them, it feels like probably yesterday, and then you hosted them here about a month and a half ago as well. So I don't think there's probably any secrets between your team and the Richland Colts coming into this opening round contest here, Craig.
No, there isn't. We know what they're going to do, and they pretty much have a good idea what we're going to do. It's going to kind of come down to maintaining and controlling the ball and making sure that you're making those good plays. You know, just play as clean as you can, and whoever does is probably going to end up on the W side of it.
It's always an obvious question, but it's always one that gets thrown out. What's the difference between regular season, August, September, October, now we're in November here? Obviously a win, you advance, lose, your season comes to an end. But outside of that, from a coaching point of view, from a player point of view, what's different in an atmosphere game like this where you know what's kind of at stake to try to get to Enderlin on Monday in the quarterfinals?
Well, you know, there's a lot of things that are set up very differently. You know, in the past, you know, you're used to playing 3 matches or 2 matches, so you got a chance to relax and try and control the atmosphere a little bit and be ready to go when it's your turn to step up. And now all of a sudden, there isn't any of that preliminary thing, so we have to just hopefully not put too much pressure on us. We've been here before. I know they've got a lot of young girls that haven't, so I think that should play a factor in it. Our girls spent most of the afternoon today together, spending some time bonding and having a little supper and relaxing and things. So hopefully that'll be beneficial for them.
And for you guys here, Craig, just talking about the seniors, I always like to talk to coaches about this during this time of the year, just what the senior class has meant to this team. Obviously, one point one way, maybe you're a 5 seed, 1 point another way, maybe you're in the quarterfinals. It's been that type of a region throughout this year, no doubt about it, with parity. But what has the senior class, for the Raider point of view, meant to this year's team?
So much. You know, you're looking at, for one, the leadership. You know, we've got a very good leader in Chloe Wetch. I mean, Chloe just does so much for us on and off the court. She's trying to control everybody, keep them all even keeled, and make sure that they're ready to play. And even in practice, she's like having another coach out there too, you know, so that's always nice. And we've got Brooklyn Olsen, who's been playing a lot for us. Brooklyn has done nothing but improve steadily all season long in everything that she does. Last year, we didn't dare put her back to pass. This year, she's making unbelievable plays. Last year, it was kind of iffy on just a regular cross shot. Now she's cutting the ball every which direction, and so very impressive with that. And then we got some others that aren't getting much playing time, but they are very important for us. We got Mackenzie Motter, who can probably get some time in to serve. We're going to look at Jamie Varva. Getting her out there possibly. She was normally a front row player, but she's turned herself into a back row player. So if we need her, she can come in. We've got Ashton Hanig. She's just been a good force at the net as far as blocking for us. And then we've got Emma Gullix, and she's came along strong. I've had her in on certain occasions. She's always performed well for us.
Final thing for you before you let you go, ultimately from your point of view, what's you just going to take? It could go 3, it could go 5, depending on how this plays out. Third time, again, going up against the Richland Colts here. But ultimately, from your point of view here, Craig, what's it going to take to get to Monday, you know, and the quarterfinals on Monday night in Enderlin?
You know, the first time we played them, it went 4. Last time we played them, it went 5. So I'm thinking 6. I'm not 100% sure. But it's just going to take us being able to eliminate our mistakes. You know, if we eliminate our mistakes and put the pressure on them and not give them too many things, and then I think we can probably get her done in 3. You know, I like to be optimistic. So, yeah, that's what I'm hoping. But can't count them out, you know, with Megan and Blake. I mean, those 2 girls are players. They're very good athletes.
Without question. Craig, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here against the Richland Colts tonight.
Thank you very much.
That again, Maple River head coach Craig Poole with us here on our pregame show. We'll continue after this from the Raider Dome on your live event.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Take a good look at Hillsboro. It's conveniently located between Fargo and Grand Forks. Hillsboro is a growing community with solid local schools with high graduation rates. There's an industrial park ready to host a new business. And there's Woodland Park with activities all year round. The Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation asks you to take a good look at Hillsboro when you're thinking about a place to put down roots and grow. For more information, contact the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroND.com.
Trail District Health Unit is offering free COVID vaccination clinics in November. They're being held in Hillsboro every Tuesday at the Trail County Courthouse from 8 to 11 a.m. Also on Thursday, November 17th, COVID vaccination clinic from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. at Mayville Lutheran Church, as well as an evening event for COVID and flu vaccinations Friday, November 18th, 4 to 6 p.m. at the Trail County Courthouse in Hillsboro. Appointments are required. Call Trail District Health at 701-636-4434. Moderna and Pfizer first, second, and bivalent booster doses available. Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
As we continue here on our pregame show from the Raider Dome in Tower City, about 15 minutes from now until we get to the opening serve here tonight between the Maple River Raiders and the Richland Colts in the opening round of the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament. Let's take a look at other matches going on across the way here this evening in Region 1. As you have Enderlin at Sargent County in the 9-8 matchup. Sargent County went 2-1 against the Enderlin Eagles this season. The winner will play the Northern Cache Jaguars coming up on Monday afternoon at 3 o'clock to begin our coverage of the Region 1 quarterfinals from Enderlin. Also in the top half of the bracket, the number 12 seed, the Tri-State Tigers, going up against the number 5 seed in the Wyoming-Lidgerwood Warbirds. Wyoming-Lidgerwood swept Tri-State back on September the 27th. Winner plays number 4 seed in Fargo Oak Grove. That again is coming up on Monday afternoon at 4:30. Lisbon at Hankinson tonight. The Broncos, the number 10 seed, the Lisbon Broncos, going up against the number 7 seeded Pirates of Hankinson. Hankinson swept Lisbon not too long ago on October the 28th. In Hankinson, winner plays the number 2 seed in the Central Cache Squirrels. That'll be at around 6 o'clock on Monday. And in this one here again, the Richland Colts and the Maple River Raiders. Winner will play the number 3 seed in the Kindred Vikings on Monday night. Now taking a look at their matchups here, Kindred 2-0 against Richland, sweeping the Colts on September the 8th and then winning 3-1 against the Colts on October the 13th. And then Richland took care of, Maple River with Kindred, that match going on earlier on September the 27th as that one got away, and the sweep here for the Kindred Vikings over the Maple River Raiders in that contest as well. So the winner of this game will have a little bit of a tall order ahead of them, but one thing that we've seen in Region 1 play here this season, there has been a lot of parity from top to bottom throughout the year, and that's what we expect once we get to this Region 1 tournament. We'll take a quick timeout. We come back after this. Some players to watch out for between the Richland Colts and the Maple River Raiders here tonight in the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament. That's still ahead of the starting lineups and the opening serve from the Raider Dome. It's the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament opening round match between the Colts and the Raiders tonight from Tower City here on your live event.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney Wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah, Melody, and staff are proud to promote the local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Check out Mindak Market this holiday season to find the perfect stocking stuffers and samples of ready-to-go collections to ship. Stop by the store or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
As we continue here on our pregame show from the Raider Dome in Tower City, inching closer to the opening serve here tonight, let's take a look at some players to watch out for. And first for the Richland Colts, it has to be with their two seniors. Blake Miller and Megan Tazark are two that are quality all-region caliber players here, and quite honestly, one or two could be put up for the Senior Athlete of the Year as well. Megan, a 6'1" senior middle hitter, mid-blocker, and then the center here for Blake Miller at 5'8". One thing for Richland, they've done a really good job of in recent years here in Region 1, 5 consecutive seasons that they've made at least the semifinals. Last year they lost to Central Cass in the semis. In 2020, losing to Northern Cass in the regional semis. 2019 making it as far as the championship, losing to Fargo Oak Grove. So when you've thought of Richland Colts volleyball in recent years, the program in terms of winning has came a very long way here for Richland. And this is a down year without question for them. Just 9 wins, 22 losses, 3-8. They're young, but for head coach Starbuck, and might have played their best game on Halloween earlier this week with a sweep at Wymer-Lidgerwood, going up against the Warbirds, and they hope to take that over here in this match tonight here against Richland. On the opposite side for the Maple River Raiders, Chloe Wetch, a senior. Coach Craig Poole talked about her, a setter at 5'4" here, a lot of varsity experience. And then on top of that, you have some size in the middle with a sophomore, Addison Hannig. If she can get going with the outside of Brooklyn Olsen and company and a Caloran, all of a sudden that just makes it a very, very dangerous attack here for the Maple River Raiders. It's Maple River, it's the Richland Colts. So take a quick timeout. We come back after this. We'll put a bow on our pregame show and get ready for the starting lineups. And alongside the opening serve tonight from the Raider Dome, it's win or go home time. It's the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament on your live event.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Just moments away from the opening serve here between the Raiders and the Richland Colts. Also going on tonight on yourliveevent.com. For more information, again, go to our website, yourliveevent.com, or search on our YouTube page, search Your Live Event. You can check out some other action here tonight. Minnesota Section 8A Volleyball Championship between Badger, Greenbush, Middle River, and Lake of the Woods in Crookston. You have Region 2 Volleyball playing Larimore at Hillsborough Central Valley tonight. And later this evening from the Fargo, it's the Crookston Pirates and the Barnesville Trojans in the Minnesota Section 8AA Football Championship. And some more football tomorrow. Hillsborough Central Valley makes the trek out west to Velva to go up against the Aggies in the 11B semifinals at 2 o'clock. And we'll have that for a video broadcast and an audio-only broadcast. Central Cass and Beulah tomorrow at 2 o'clock out in Beulah with Joel Morgan and Jake Watroba. And then get ready for Monday. All 4 Region 2 and Region 1 volleyball quarterfinals will be found right here on your live event. Tuesday will be the semis. Thursday, the third place and championship matches, while the EDC will have the quarterfinals on Tuesday. Then Friday and Saturday will continue from West Fargo. So a very busy time, but a fun time of the year here in high school athletics. Again, for more information, go to yourliveevent.com. That does it for the pregame show. It's the starting lineups and the opening serve coming up next between the Maple River Raiders and the Richland Colts. This is the Region 1 volleyball tournament here on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller with you here tonight from the Raider Dome. It's Richland, 9 wins, 22 losses on this season, 3-8 in Region 1, head coached by Don Storbakken, going up against the Maple River Raiders. Maple River 13-8-1 on the year and 5-6 in Region 1 play. This season, the 2 times when they met, Maple River won in 4 sets here in Tower City, and they won in 5 on October the 27th. The first serve is next on your live event.
If your car or farm equipment has a chip or scratch in the windshield, contact Hope Glass today. Whether it's removal and install on a combine to enhancing a 1967 Ford Classic, Hope Glass takes care of everything from chip repair, mobile glass, and custom cut glass. Say hi to Chris or Jack today by stopping up by Hope Glass in Hope, North Dakota, or call Chris at 701-866-8299 or dial up Jack at 314-566-7995 at Hope Glass.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Let's get ready for our starting lineups here as the Richland Colts, the visitors on the scoreboard, getting introduced here tonight. 2 seniors, one led by Megan Tazark, a all-region player from a year ago here for Megan. The 6'1 senior middle hitter, J.C. Foley, the libero here tonight, the 5'5 freshman. Blake Miller, the senior setter at 5'8". With her as well, you have Lila Veely, the freshman at 5'7". Her sister is Isabel Veely, a 5'5 junior outside hitter. Janet Tazark, the younger sister of Megan, an 8th grader at 5'9", and Allison Hyen, the junior at 5'9". So Megan Tazark, you have J.C. Foley, Blake Miller, Lila and Isabel Veely, Janet Tazark, and then Allison Hyen here for the Richland Colts. 9 wins, 22 losses on the season, 3-8 in Region 1. Now for the Maple River Raiders here with a mark of 13 wins, 18 losses, and 1 tie on this season. 5-6 in Region 1 play, head coach by Craig Poole. Richland with 2 seniors with Tazark and Miller, while for the Maple River Raiders with 6 seniors here this season for Maple River. Kiana LaRude is a 5'4", a junior libero here for Maple River. Also from there, Chloe Wetch, the 5'4", senior setter. Bree Colorn, Brielle is her full name, but Bree for short, the sophomore at 5'9". Morgan Wilme, a sophomore at 5'7". Edison Hannig, a sophomore middle hitter at 6 foot even. Brooklyn Olson, the senior at 5'8". And Stella Satrum, the 6'1 sophomore here tonight for Maple River. LaRue, Wetch, Kaloran, Wilm, Hanig, Olson, and Santrum here for the Maple River Raiders. Winners of back-to-back matches, 3 of their last 5. While for the Richland Colts, they went 2-2 down the stretch to close out the regular season with a 5-set win against Enderlin and winning in 3 at home against Waimea-Ridgewood back on Halloween when it was still the month of October. The winner plays around 7:30 on Monday night against the Kindred Vikings to close out the opening of the 4 quarterfinal round matches on Monday in Enderlin. Again, higher seed here tonight for 4 matches, and everything moves to Enderlin starting at 3 o'clock on Monday. Northern Cats, the number 1 overall seed. Central Cats 2, Kindred 3, and Fargo Oak Grove is number 4. So that's a look at this as we get ready for next week here as well. Opening serve scheduled at 7 o'clock. I'll be coming up right around the corner. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, including Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage, sharing their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. For more information, go online at dhbanknd.com. That's dhbanknd.com. Maple River out in their white uniforms with blue numerals and lettering outlined in red for the Richland Colts out in their powder blues here tonight with white numerals and lettering outlined in gold on this your little barrel. Head coach Craig Poole for Maple River. Don Storbakken, the head coach for the Richland Colts. Rally scoring, win by 2. That's what you have to find yourself in this situation. If we go to a 5-setter, it would be the same, but up to 15 as we get ready, as the officials are making sure they get their final rotations in here tonight in a good-looking environment here inside the Raider Dome in Tower City. Richland Colts fans making their trek from the Colfax, Abercrombie area. The opposite side here for the Maple River fan bases of the Maple Valley and Hope Page school districts. As we get this thing ready to go, Chase Miller with you here tonight from the Raider Dome. And Maple River will be on to receive here as J.C. Foley puts this one in the air at 7-1 on a Friday night, and the Region 1 tournament is underway. Chloe Wetch over a double block cross court. Foley with the dig. This comes to the middle and bumped over then on the third by Janet Tazarek. Clorin outside here. Hanig through the double block for the kill. Good opening play here for Maple River. Hanig takes the opening kill here for the Raiders as they now lead it 1-0. Coming on to serve will be Chloe Wetch, as Wetch will come on here for a running jump serve as this one will go into the back dugout there. Here comes Richland, set up middle here to Zarek over a triple block and a good sprawl attempt by Wetch. Instead, it's going to be a point on the way here for the dig. Jenna Tazarek will handle a kill, and now it's a 1 point apiece. Chase Miller, Alex Hoffman join the party as well.
Hey, good to be here.
As part of the color commentator here tonight. It's Goose and Maverick with you. Maybe a little late for Halloween. Outside, here comes Kaloran with the tip. This one punch right back over. A chance here at the net. Wedge does a good job to get underneath that volleyball. Kaloran with a good hit to the back. Tazarek is there for the dig, and then this one gets into the net, and a point is awarded for Maple River.
Yeah, quick side out there by the Raiders. That's what they needed.
2-1 here for Maple River. Both teams talked about momentum coming into this one, how you can ill afford to have miss hits or hits into the net in terms of service errors. Don't beat yourself once you get to postseason play, and that's an ace. Addison Hanig with a kill, and now Addison Hanig with the ace.
And Chase, you talk about momentum, but the hardest thing in sports is to beat a team 3 times, and that's what we're facing, or that's what the Raiders are facing right now.
Yeah, Maple River 1-4, 1-5. They last played on October the 27th, and both Craig Poole was kind of joking. Maybe you'll go 6 tonight because it's been 4 or 5, and well, we'll see if it does go 6. For Maple River, they get it over on the third with Kiana LaRue. Here comes Richland outside here of the double block on the hit there by Isabel Veely. And this one has to get hit over on the third. It done somehow by Olsen or Hanig. This one, dump opportunity, comes across, covered nicely by LaRue. Outside, Olsen for the kill.
Nice swing by Olsen there. Had her hips squared up nice. Colts were there for the block. It just was a little loose.
4-1 Maple River here. Addison Hanig will continue to serve here for the Raiders. Just a sophomore. Hits one down the line. Dug out there by Fisher. This one to the back and coming across. That'll be out of play on the hit by Megan Tazarek. So it's now 5-1 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Nice swing there by Tazarek. Just a little deep, but if she keeps getting fed like that, it's going to be a tough night.
Yeah, Tazark there, the senior at 6'1", one of the players that's going to be without question mentioned as an all-senior athlete of the year candidate. That one is going to be hit out of play. The point is awarded to Richland, and that's the first service there for either team tonight. And for the Richland Colts, yeah, trailing it by 3 early, but trying to find their rhythm now at the service line with Taylor Gowan. Gowan to serve this one into the middle. Getting up for this one, getting blocked at the net is Tazark there for the block after they hit there by Wilm, and a point goes to the Colts.
Yeah, Tazark there by herself on that one. That's a beautiful block.
One-on-one opportunity, and Tazark knew exactly what to do with that one. Serve coming here for Gowan into the back. This one hit up top. Wedge with the bump outside. Olsen blocked at the net. This one comes out of play, and back-to-back times there for Megan. Really coming alive at the middle blocker. And what Coach Don Storbakken said, she had a really nice night against the Warbirds on Monday doing just that.
Yeah, very tight at the net right now. They're doing great.
3 consecutive points here for the Colts. Outside Olsen, cross score on the hit. Hits the top of the ceiling here, and then on the back right heel, that'll be out of play by Isabel Veely, and the point gets awarded here to Maple River.
Yeah, the Raider Dome, that's one of the home field advantages for the Raiders is that short ceiling here.
Yeah, especially on the sides more so on the bench. You can maybe get away with it up top, but you might hit a fan ceiling. That's the only thing here inside the Raider Dome.
Yep.
As we'll make sure the rotation is good for both of these teams. Again, it's win or go home opportunity time for both these squads here for Maple River and the Richland Colts. Chase Miller, Alex Hoffman with you here. Alex, what have you seen so far in the opening 10 points has got the Raiders out to a 2-point lead?
You know, everything's looking pretty tight here right at the net. I mean, we're going to see a lot of defense on both sides in those blocks.
LaRue on to serve. This one comes across outside here to Zark, and that's coming right into our wheelhouse as that one's going to be out of play, and they're asking for a touch from the Richland Colts point of view. Nothing was granted. It's the hot box here on the stage, but it's 7-4 Maple River.
Yeah, I mean, that swing from Tazarek is going to be tough once she finds it.
This one comes trying to get it pushed over, tied at the net, unable to do so, and the Raiders will be taking the point. And sometimes in volleyball, Alex, it's about as much as your opponent's mistakes compared to maybe how well you're playing sometimes, and you can get a little rally going.
100% correct.
Serve on the way. This one down the line, tight here. A chance for Miller. Does get over on the third then with the Colts and Isabel Veely. Set up middle here. This one coming through that block is Stantrum, and we're going to have a double hit, and the point is awarded here to Maple River.
Yeah, Tazarek in the net there a little bit. I mean, like we've been saying, that tight defense there at the net, that's going to happen tonight.
Timeout on the floor will break as well. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Maple River up by 5.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Inside the Raider Dome here, Maple River 9-4 with the lead over the Richland Colts here in the opening round of the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament. We will continue to pass along any scores that we get throughout the night here on your live event as well. Some other matches going on. Enderlin at Sargent County tonight in Milner from the MAC. You have Tri-State at Wymer-Lidgeroy going up against the Warbirds here in that 12-5 matchup. And then Lisbon at Hankinson in a match that two teams just met on October the 28th in Hankinson. LaRue on the serve after the timeout. Well, hits the coffin corner, back left corner, and the second ace here for the Raiders.
You know, that timeout's designed to get Lerud off of her groove here serving, and she just proved otherwise.
A nice serve back left corner. There's a lot of real estate back there. We'll wonder if she goes to that side again. Tries to. This one comes across them by Miller quickly. Opportunity here on the volley to get it over on the third as wedge, but now a chance for the Richland Colts to use it. They come to Zark with the push, nicely covered by LaRue. Here comes Wedge, back set Kaloran, hits it to the back left corner. Dug alive there, here by Richland by Foley. This one comes across, and well, this one comes to our color commentator, Alex Hoffman. The hot box comes alive again, 11-4 now for Maple
Yeah, a little
River.
deep by Veal there. There, you can definitely tell they're still trying to feed to Zark.
Pair of sisters there in Veely's. This one hits off the ribbon, and LaRue with the third ace of the night here for Maple River. 12-4 Raiders, and what was at one time a 5-4 lead all of a sudden has ballooned to a 7-0 run here for Maple River, and that one just misses down the line by about a half a foot, and it's going to be a side out here for the Colts.
Really important side out there for the Colts. Needed that to try to salvage this game right now.
Serve on the way here for Miller, and that one is going to be in for Richland. Their first ace of the night for one of two seniors. And the one thing I've said, Alex, for quite some time in Region 1, yes, it's easy to talk about Central Cass, Northern Cass and Company. Richland, 5 consecutive years they've been in the region tournament semifinals.
Yeah, it's not always about skill, but it's about timing. And, tournament time, that's where it gets hot.
Satcham able to get that one over the double block. That'll be out of play, back left corner. And now a couple of points awarded in a row now to the Richland Colts. Well, you just want to say you want to keep it close, particularly when a team starts getting to 20. You don't want to be down by 5 in volleyball once a team gets to 20 here. And Kaloran gets a nice job on the side out the other way. Nice play in the back row by Esther Stanky as well. And that's going to be a hit and a kill for Bree Kaloran.
Nice swing by Kaloran there to get the side out.
13-7 Raiders here as they'll have the substitution coming in here for Maple River. Sydney Hyam, a junior at 5'9", will play up front now with Olson, and alongside with her with Stella Satcham. As they'll make sure the rotation is good. Get the serve opportunity here now for Kaloran. Running jump serve, back right corner. Here comes Richland. This one gets over on the second. Kaloran sets it up here. This one goes down the line. Good sprawl attempt on the way by J.C. Foley to keep alive, but points going to come regardless to Maple River. Sydney Hyam off the bench and delivers the goods.
Yeah, Colts struggled there off the receive. Tough pass to try to salvage, so they just gave a free ball up, and the Raiders capitalized.
That's one thing we haven't seen so far for Coach Don Storbachen's club, and that is good passes from the back row to the front, where they've been playing more on their back heel than on their toes, but that time they do earn the tip kill with Megan Tazark, who earns her first kill of the opening set.
We've been talking about her swing, but there's just a little tap over, and that works sometimes too.
Here comes the opportunity now for Richland in Isabel Veely. This one to the back right corner to Olson with the dig. Bumped across the way here. That one gets over on the third by Hyam. Set up, this one coming, and we're going to have a point awarded on the double hit here. And now Maple River nearly doubling up the Richland Colts.
Yeah, and Kaloran kind of saved the Raiders on that one. It was kind of a tough pass, but she gets a nice set over to the outside hitter.
Service on the way for Brooklyn Olson here from the back. She goes to the back to Isabel Veely. Back set on the way. Here comes Tazark through that double block. Had a little day like Megan knew what to do with it, and she earns her second kill of the match.
Nice set, nice finish. You just got to tip your hat right at that one.
Back set on the way by Blake Miller. You know number 2 and number 8 are in the scouting report here for the Richland Colts for everybody, because it felt like they've been on the team for nearly a half century, particularly Megan Tazark as well, after Megan Rube graduated and went to MSUM this year here for D2 basketball. This one comes Satcham with a hard kill for Maple River.
Yeah, nice swing there by Satcham. That swing from Stella has come a long ways from what we saw last year to this year. It's lethal now.
5 different players with a kill for head coach Craig Poole and the Raiders. And coming on to serve will be Iris Richmond, a 5'8" junior here for Maple River. Service on the way, back left corner. And again, the passes here went to Tazark. Trying to keep that one alive was Jana, the younger sister. But point is awarded here for Maple River. And a chance, Alex, for Maple River really to put this set to bed early on.
Yeah, and this is Richmond's job right here. I mean, she comes in to serve in most games, and this is a big part of this game for her.
Richmond will continue here to the middle. Chance to the back here to Blake Miller, and that will come off the bench here, and we wonder if Coach Don Sorbakken might use a timeout, and she does. Timeout on the floor, will break with him. 18-9 Raiders on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard from the Raider Dome.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
As we continue from the Raider Dome, Chase Miller, Alex Hoffman with you here. Alex, doubling up here for Maple River. I think if you're Coach Don Storbach and for Richland, it's just the passes haven't been as crisp, which is a big reason why we see Maple River play so well early on.
100%, and their weapon right now is Tazarek, and right now Iris is attacking her on her serve. She's gotten the last two there. Here comes the third one right there.
And after the timeout, Richland will be done. That one hit into the net by Miller. Point is awarded to Maple River. The only good thing from a Richland point of view, maybe you get all the heebie-jeebies, all the hexes out in set number one, but the problem, you don't want to play from behind, obviously, in any particular sport.
Correct. Volleyball is a game of streaks, though, so you never know what's going to happen.
That one is going to be in for the ace here, and Maple River has done themselves well at the service line. They have cash deposited in on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Iris Richmond with her second ace here, and Kiana LaRude with two as well for the Raiders.
She's attacking that 4 spot is what we called it when we coached, and now she goes right to the 5, so that's easier to pick out.
This one going to be dumped over. Richmond with the cover. Outside now for a chance. Hannick to the cross court, and that's going to be a point. We actually do have a net violation, but it won't matter regardless. Point is awarded to Maple River.
Yep, Hannick won't be happy she lost a kill there, but
as Richmond continues to serve, 4 points away here for the Raiders to try to grab set number one here in the opening round of the Region 1 volleyball tournament. And with Miller and Tazark now in the back row, the question is, where does Richland get their points from the front? Allison Hine gets that one over. This one volleyed across in the point now for Maple River at 22-9.
Yeah, Richland really wants to get out of this rotation right now. They got their 2 lethal hitters in the back row, and it's where Iris is sending those serves right now.
Oh, Brooklyn Olsen, everything's gone right when you volley it over and able to come up with the point there for the Raiders. Maple River continues to serve. This one tied at the net, pushed over, kept alive here by the Raiders. Coming up to the middle now is Morgan Wilm with the tip. Nice sprawl attempt on the way by Richland. Unable to get it across, but can't fault the effort by Blake Miller, giving up her body and trying to keep that point alive.
Yeah, really nice dig, and I mean the angle's almost there to get it back over as a free ball, and then the Raiders got to play with it again.
Service here for Maple River will continue with Iris Richmond. This one into the back, going to be at the net, missed on the hit by Hine, and it's now 24-9 and a set point for the Raiders.
Yeah, if I'm Iris, I'm going right back to that 4 spot right now, right to that 4 block.
As Richmond will continue to serve here in a match that started 15 minutes ago, goes to the back left corner. Set up here by Richland. They get it across with Hine. Killorn with the bump. This comes to the back. Hit over then on the third. A chance for Richland to use it. Miller coming up middle here to Zark off the kill. And that's the younger one, the 8th grader, Janet Zark, for her second kill of the evening.
And you know, might not mean much in this first set, but getting a little momentum going into that second set is very crucial right now for the Colts.
As Richland will continue now with J.C. Volley at the service line. The freshman, that one will be out of play, and set number one goes to Maple River on the first service there here for Richland tonight. Set one, all Maple River here. Set two coming up. We'll get to our set recap after this. Brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance on your live event.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Trace Tisver. I'm confident on the stage, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels! Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give DeWine a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
As we come back here, let's get to our Hunter Insurance recap. And set number 1, Hunter Insurance Agency, is dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. 4 aces compared to 1. 2 service errors by Maple River compared to 1 by Richland. There's a bevy of players with a kill for Maple River and Richland. They were led by Janet Tazarek with 2 and Megan with 2. For you specifically, though, Alex, coming back here, what stood out to you in the first set?
Well, the big thing was streaks, and if the Colts can continue to feed Tazarek and Miller, they're their 2 big hitters, and if they can get them in the front row in their normal position, right now the Raiders haven't shown that they can stop that yet. However, a lot of free balls coming back over from the Colts, so the Raiders kind of had their way with them in that first set.
And I think if you would take it from Richland, you would say maybe some self-inflicted wounds as well a little bit, right?
Yeah, those unenforced errors are killer.
Hunter Insurance Agency. For more information, again, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com, bringing you our set recaps here. They're at the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament. This one's going to get hit over. Here's a chance for Richland to the outside as high and cross score, and they hit, and that's in there here for an opening point for the Richland Colts.
Nice swing. That's a nice way to kind of settle the nerves down a little bit for the Colts, and now you got the ball on your side.
I'd like to also thank Bank North providing our timeout sponsorship here tonight and throughout this Region 1 tournament. For more information, visit ibanknorth.com. That again is ibanknorth.com. Maple River outside. Kaloran hits one into the net. And monkey see, monkey do. This is kind of what we saw from the far side of the net in Richland with some mishits. Now we're seeing that early here, at least very early in set number 2 for the Raiders.
Yeah, it could be a little contagious. Kaloran just a little early on her jump there, and that's why that went into the net.
So Richland now leads it 2-0 here as they will continue to serve. As coming on again will be Allison Hine, the 5'9" junior here for the Richland Colts. This one will be into the middle. Nice looking serve, and Hine earns the ace.
As a baseball fan, we call that the old knuckleball. That came out just as a knuckle, and Hanig had just one step too late, but that's a tough one.
I would say Tim Wakefield on the service line there.
Red Sox 04.
Hine continues to serve. LaRue dugout in the back. Wetch with the backs at this one. Middle one-on-one opportunity for the kill. Give the assist to Wetch, and that'll be Morgan Wilm for the kill here for the Maple River Raiders.
Yep, nice side out there by the Raiders. Nothing too pretty about it, just kind of business as usual. They went there.
As coming on now will be Addison Hanig here. Hanig goes down the line. Miller with the bump. This one gets over off to the ribbon on the third by Isabel Veely. Outside here, Olsen for the kill. One-on-one with her with Miller, and Olsen goes around Miller's block for the kill here for Maple River.
Yeah, Veely with a nice swing there, but it was just right at one of the Raider defenders. If she keeps a little tighter to the sideline, that's probably a nice kill.
Serve will continue now by Hanig, as this one is a fastball that gets just over the net. To Zark in the back row. Hanig has to go down to a knee. Wedge with the bump. This one gets volleyed over then on the third by Kaloran. A chance for Richland to use it here. They come middle. There's a triple block. This one gets hit at the net, and then going to be out of play after the left hit by Janet Zark. And the point now is Maple River.
Yeah, I saw Wilm there with the block. I'm not sure who the second one was there, but timing is key on those blocks.
3 consecutive points for Richland. 3 consecutive points now for the Raiders. Richland, this one going to be blocked at the net. Kaloran, but just kind of on the angle of that block after the hit by Isabel Veely. Isabel will be awarded the kill.
Yeah, both Raider blockers were moving towards the sideline there, so nothing was going to keep that ball from going out.
Serve here for Richland, and Taylor Gowan will come on to serve now for the Colts. Outside Olsen, no touch at the net point here to Richland.
Yeah, timing wasn't perfect there between her and Wetch. It just seemed like we got a little late there, so that ball rose the whole way.
Got the dark blues of Maple River, the powder blues here for the Richland Colts. This one back set on the way, one-on-one opportunity. And while we've seen it earlier, and we see it again. Wetch with the back set on the way to Morgan Wilm for the kill.
Yep, Morgan Wilm just sitting right there, and that's what she's looking for. That middle hitting is tough because you're just constantly spinning, so you get a little dizzy back there. So I give a lot of credit to those middle hitters.
Kiana LaRue will come on and serve now here, already with 2 aces on the night for Maple River. This one is going to be a violation here, double hit on Richland, and we're tied at 3. Now we're tied at 5.
Yeah, Leerud had one of those longer streaks here in that first set in terms of serving, so let's see what they can do here.
As Kiana, the junior, will continue to the back left corner. Oh, just missed. We saw an ace there last time. This will be out of play. No touch on the diving attempt in the back right corner by Abby Fisher, and Richland will be awarded the point and the side up.
Raiders bench asking for a touch there. I didn't see one.
And Richland will give it right back, so back-to-back service errors will still be tied at 6 apiece.
Raiders are really attacking that 4 spot right now, that 4 block, and that's kind of been their bread and butter here for the last set and a half.
Kaloran will continue to serve. This one to the right-hand side for the ace. 3rd different Raider now with an ace here tonight.
And as soon as I say that, of course, they go to a different attack spot.
You got to keep it and change it up a little bit when you can, as Kaloran here will continue. This one dug up by Foley in the back. Miller has to try to chase it down in the point. Now for Maple River at 8-6.
Yeah, and you watch Kaloran on her serve. She's not even trying to go for that 4 spot. She's aiming everything at that 6, so she likes something over there.
As Kaloran right now, 2 good serves, 2 good points. Kaloran now goes into the middle. Chance for Miller. This one set up to Zark. Blocked at the net, the triple block, and give it to Stella Satrom with a block party.
Yeah, Satrom was all there. Timing was perfect. Tazark, great swing, but you're not going to get over top of Satrom on that one.
And Megan at 6'1". You know when she's going to be at the front of the net, though. That's option A and B for Richland offensively, and Kaloran does a really good job here into the back for the ace, her 2nd one of the set.
Yeah, Kaloran right now is trying to attack the libero a little bit and seems to be working.
4 consecutive points now for the Raiders. Kaloran then hits one out of play. Service here, number 4 here for Maple River in this volleyball match. What do servicers do as a volleyball team, Alex, from your point of view?
You know, if you ask the coach, it gives them gray hairs, but it depends. How do you answer? And we'll see right here.
And this one will be off the block after the hit by Olsen. Miller back set to Zark. Through the block for the kill. Off the deflection of Satrom. LaRue tried to keep alive on the ricochet. Unable to do so. And Tazark earns the kill. And if she can get going, she can literally carry a team.
Yeah, I mean, that's who they're going to feed. Like you said, it's option A and B right now for the Colts.
Kaloran sets up middle here. She might have went under the line, and she hit the net, and she did. Point is awarded here to Richland.
And right now, if you're the Raiders, you have to side out because you do not want to give too much momentum to the Colts, and vice versa. The Colts are going to take this momentum and possibly run with it.
Veely continues to serve and gives it right back here. 2nd service error of the set, 3rd in the contest. And that 2nd set, Alex, has been a little like mini runs, right? 3 points here, 4 points there, 2 points here. We just haven't seen that back and forth yet for either team in this 2nd set.
No, not yet, and I don't know if we're going to after that first set. The jitterbugs are kind of gone. I think we're a little tighter now.
Satrom, nice placement, kept alive. Miller gets it over quickly on the 2nd. Kaloran set outside here. Hanig. Richland is there in the back. This one comes up middle to Zark. This one off the block. Kept alive here by Foley. To Zark will push it over then on the 3rd. Longest rally of the night. Hanig through the double block, and we're going to have a net violation here on to Zark, on the point goes to Maple River.
Yeah, I think that's her 2nd of the match, and sometimes just being overly aggressive gets you into the net like that, and I mean it happens with those tall swingers.
Brooklyn Olsen will come onto the service line now for the Raiders. This one back left corner. Richland back set here to Zark, cross court for the kill, and that's the best looking play we've seen here tonight for Richland.
Yeah, there is nothing you can do about that. That is just a killer swing right there.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Richland earns the point and the side out here as Tazark will be in the back row serving now for the Colts. Miller with the set to Tazark. They can probably do that in their sleep, how many times they've done that throughout their careers as a Richland Colt. This one now for Wedge, pushes it over, covered on the way here by Richland. And now Tazark will just have to volley it over on the 3rd. A chance for the Raiders here, back right corner. That one hit out of play after the hit by Satrom. And Richland now with a chance to tie at the service line.
Yeah, sometimes it's just okay to let your opponents make those mistakes, and that's what they're doing right now.
Tazark here, the senior at 6'1". Will continue to serve a knuckler that goes across the way. Outside here for Hanig. Looks to tip. Good placement. Can't cover it quick enough. There is Miller, and the point is awarded here to Maple River.
And we can focus on the kill there by Hannig, but it all starts with a good pass, and that was Hannig also with the pass getting it to her setter.
Serve here for the Raiders after taking set number 1, 25-10. Trying to get up 2-love here against the Richland Colts in the Region 1 opening round. This one hit over on the second by Layla Veely. This one then hit out of play, and the point goes to Richland. What happens when it's the setter who gets it over on the second? What does that do to a defense?
You know, it kind of throws off everything a little bit, but at the same time, we look at where that ball was about to land there. There's this little melting pot, and it just seems it's like a Bermuda Triangle. For whatever reason, it just doesn't seem like you can get your offense set up if they put it there.
Outside, Hannig, block, kept alive by Kaloran, tipped over then by Hannig, and you can give Kaloran the hockey assist right there.
And once again, right back to that middle spot there. That is a tough area. It's tough to get your offense set up out of that spot.
If you're Richland, you don't want to avoid going down 2-love here, then have to win 3 straight on the road. On the opposite side, if you're Maple River, chance to get up 2-love here at home, and the last dance, so to speak, for the seniors playing on their home court, trying to get to Enderlin on a high note. Outside here, Hannig off the block. Miller is there for the block party.
Very nice timing there on the block by Miller. In order to stop Hannig, that's going to be one thing you have to do.
Chance again to tie. The last time we were tied was at 6. Being tied at 3, tied at 5, tied at 6. We'll be tied at 14. Hannig with the dig. Wetch sets up middle. Blocked at the net. And this one is going to not be able to get over. And again, back-to-back opportunities here for the Colts with either Janet Tazark, the 8th grader, or Blake Miller, the senior. Miller, again, put her hand on that volleyball for the block.
You know, everything was too tight for the Raiders there on the net. The Raiders just couldn't get anything going. So get that first pass off the net, just another foot. Different things can happen.
Serve on the way here for Richland. Wetch outside Kaloran. That'll be a miss hit, and point goes to the Richland Colts. 15-14, and Richland has their first lead since it was 5-4.
Game of streaks right now. Raiders looking for a side out.
Allison Hyen on to serve. Hannig in the back with the dig. This one coming up middle here, pushed across it on the third by Morgan Wilm. Outside, a chance now for Richland after the hit by Isabel Veely. Outside, Hannig here off the block for the point and the kill.
Nice swing there. Wilm, Kaloran tried to get over to that block there on the right side, outside. Kaloran maybe just a little late, and that's why that hit got through. But a nice way to finish.
Abby Fisher comes onto the back row now. Also back there is J.C. Foley. This is going to go right to Fisher for the ace.
Nice spot. Tough one. It's going to be tough to dig there anyway without sending it into the crowd.
16-15 now Raiders after their 7th ace of the night. Hannig into the back to Foley. Here comes Richland outside. This one dumped over, and it's going to be out of play after the hit by Isabel Veely. No touch at the net, and the Raiders now with a little breathing room up by 2.
I think what Veely's idea was there, just trying to put it on the line.
Hannig will continue to serve. This one by Fisher dug out into the middle. Now joust at the net, but do we have a net violation? And we do on Maple River.
Just a little over-aggressive there on defense by the Raiders.
This one you just feel like it might be a little extra volleyball in the second set, Alex. It's been nip and tuck here in this second set.
These are the fun ones right here.
Taylor Gowan will come on to serve. LaRuda has to go down to a knee wedge with the set. Outside Olsen, cross score on the hit. Fisher is there, getting up and slapping one home is Megan Tazart.
Tazart couldn't have asked for it on a shining platter any better than that. Nice recovery by Olsen here on that swing. I thought that set was a little behind her. She recovered nicely with a good swing, but Tazark's going to have that all day.
Yeah, Megan Tazark with that 6-1 frame can do a lot of havoc, and she did it again. Craig Poole wants Megan to come over the net. Nothing was granted there, and now Richland earns the point. So Tazark, that's going to be her 4th kill of the set. She's got 6 in the match, only had 2 again in the opening set. LaRude, Wetch, outside Olsen. This one going to be blocked at the net by Tazark. A chance here for Olsen, one-on-one. Cross court on the hit. This one kept alive by Miller. Tazark gets it over on the second. Here comes Maple River. Push on the way by Wetch. Back left corner. There's Richland. This one, Tazark through the block and the kill. And now it's Richland up 19-17.
Really nice pass there by Taylor Gowan out of the back row. That got everything going offensively for the Colts, which led to the eventual kill.
And Craig Poole wanted a timeout. Nothing was given. Serve on the way here. Stanky with the dig. Outside Olsen off her back foot down the line, and she kept her balance just enough for the kill.
Yeah, the old scorpion move right there. The back's a little contorted, but hey, a kill is a kill.
I thought a scorpion move was what she did in a 2-point wrestling takedown, Alex.
It translates nice.
Service on the way for Kiana LaRue to try to tie things up here at 19 apiece. This one into the back. Good placement on the way. Outside on the hit here to Zark cross court. LaRue is there for the dig. Wedge back set. This one comes across to Kaloran. Now a chance for Miller with the set. To Zark here over the double block. Kept alive by Wedge. Kaloran with the bump. Olsen but hits one right into the net. And Richland now gets the 20-point plateau.
Yeah, a couple nice digs there by the Raiders, especially Leerud, but they just never got their offense going and just seemed like they were out of funk the whole time. So
Miller on to serve now for Richland. This one gets right over the net. Wedge looks for the dump kill. Covered here by Richland. Set up middle to Zark with the push. Back right corner to Wedge. Here is LaRue at the 10-foot line. Olsen cross score on the hit. And the point for Richland. And here's a timeout. This timeout brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North. It's 21-18 Richland on your live events.
If your car or farm equipment has a chip or scratch in the windshield, contact Hope Glass today. Whether it's removal and install on a combine to enhancing a 1967 Ford Classic, Hope Glass takes care of everything from chip repair, mobile glass, and custom cut glass. Say hi to Chris or Jack today by stopping up by Hope Glass in Hope, North Dakota, or call Chris at 701-866-8299, or dial up Jack at 314-566-7995 at Hope Glass.
As we continue here on our Bank North scoreboard, Bank North offers the traditional and advanced products and services that keep you grounded and ahead of the curve in today's fast-paced world. From farming to ranching, business and consumer banking and lending, you'll always be headed in the right direction with Bank North. To learn more about Bank North, visit ibanknorth.com or stop by one of their locations, including their branch in Buffalo. Chase Miller, Alex Hoffman with you here tonight from the Raider Dome. Timeout here by Coach Poole. He's got one remaining, but Richland on the doorstep of tying this puppy up at one set apiece. We'll see where Maple River goes after the timeout. Satcham over the block, out of play, and now Richland has really put a firm grasp here on the second set here, Alex.
You know, and when you're in a huddle there as Richland, you're just telling your server there, which was Miller, just get it over. You know, they're just trying to get you out of your groove a little bit. So the most important step is just getting it over.
Kaloran a chance for a side out here down the line. Really nice placement. And now the Raiders still with a little bit of a heartbeat in this second set.
Yeah, plenty of time to salvage this here now for the Raiders. It all starts with the serve here.
7 aces compared to 1. So if there has been a stat that has literally stood out tonight for Maple River, it's been at the service line. But instead, it's now service error number 5 here for the Raiders.
Yeah, not a great time for a service error, but still 2 points to go here.
Richland will come on here with Isabel Veely for the Colts. Veely to the service line into the back, Kiana LaRue. This one set up middle, tipped on the way by Satcham, and then we're going to have a net violation. And now an opportunity for a set point and a chance for Richland to get up here, and Coach Poole wants a timeout. We'll break with him. Richland with a set point opportunity when we return on your live event.
Are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
24-19, Richland over Maple River. Timeout on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. Alex, what are we seeing from Richland that maybe we didn't see in the first set from a Colt point of view?
Well, first of all, we knew they weren't going to roll over after that first set. We knew they'd come out firing, and right now they're just making less mistakes than the Raiders are, and it's costing the Raiders. It could cost them here the set.
As that is again our timeout, brought to you in part by Bank North. 24-19 service here. Stanky with the dig in the back. Kaloran to the outside here, coming across and attacking that one over on the third was Hyam. This one set up middle to Zark with the push, kept alive by LaRue, and that's going to finish it. Richland wins set number 2, 25-19 after dropping set number 1. 25-10 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're all tied at 1 set apiece. Our Hunter Insurance set recap is next on your liveevent.com.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency that provides protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Let's get to our Hunter Insurance Agency set recap here in a moment, but first, their out-of-town scoreboard. Enderlin takes the opening set on the road in Milner, 29-27, as they lead it 1-0. Also going on tonight, you have Tri-State at Wymer-Lidgewood, and alongside Lisbon at Hankinson. Chase Miller, Alex Hoffman with you here. A big reason why, I think, Alex, and it's the captain obvious one here, but Megan Tazark with 6 kills compared to 2 in the first set. Obviously, if she gets cooking, the engine keeps running here for the Richland Colts.
Yeah, that's the last thing Coach Poole wants to see her do is start to warm up, and she warmed up real quick there in that second set. Raiders do need to get better passes on serve-receive right now. That's where their offense is going to succeed, and they just didn't have it there in that second set like we saw in the first.
And again, as our Hunter Insurance Agency set recap, for more information, contact Johnny Jorgensen today from Crop, Hail, Farm, Commercial, and Home at hunterinsuranceagency.com. Thanks for joining us here. We will have the Region 1 quarterfinals in Enderlin starting on Monday. Northern Cass, the #1 overall seed, only lost 2 sets in region play this season, 1 to Kindred and 1 to Sargent County. Those are the 2 sets they lost, and we start the third set on the way here for a chance for Maple River right off the bat. Hannig over the double block for the point and the kill here for Maple River.
And they must have heard what I said, because nice pass started right there, and that got their offense rolling.
Do you believe in superstitions, Alex?
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Okay, well, the winner of the opening point won set 1 and set 2, so we'll see if that happens here from a Raider point of view in set 3. Blocked at the net. This one comes across. Kaloran tries to get the attack. This one now outside high and over the double block, but now we're knotted at 1 apiece.
Morgan Wilm there with a couple block attempts. The first one looked great. Second one just didn't have the right angle, but her hands are staying tight, and that's going to be tough to block or to push through for the Colts.
High in the junior at 5'9" here. Part of a couple of juniors on this roster, 3 in total for Dawn Storbach, and just 5 elder classmen of juniors and seniors here for the Colts. Outside here, that's going to be hit by Isabel Violi, another junior. Wetch with a back set on the way. Kaloran with the tip, and that one is not going to get over, or does it? Yes, it does. That might have been 4, instead it was 3, and Maple River somehow plays it off the ceiling here for a Hannig. Dump kill opportunity by Miller, and why not? That's how that point should end, with a dump kill.
Raider fans were looking for a lift there on that third hit by the Colts. Didn't get it, but you always got to play to the whistle.
A decisive third set here. Set #1 was all Maple River, 25-10, like the hex was on from a Richland Colt point of view. And then Richland found their rhythm in set #2, winning it 25-19. What does set 3 have in store? Hannig is blocked at the net. Wedge with the set. Kaloran here with the tip. That will be off. Does it go over? There should have been a touch. I believe there was a touch from our point of view, and they're going to say no, it was out of play, no touch, Alex. So Richland is going to be awarded the point.
Yeah, one of the line judges down here showing for a touch. We'll see if they get it. They see if they get it now.
And we had a back row judge here say there was, and now you might have to come through And this might be one, Alex, where you might take the point off and maybe do a jump if you didn't have anything official.
Yeah, this could be a replay, but from our vantage point, definitely a touch there that pushed that one out.
We saw it at the net. Again, sometimes depending on how it gets hit at the net off the very top, it might take a different deflection. Sometimes does it actually hit a player's palm. We'll see what they decide. And they will be awarding the point here to the Maple River Raiders. So mark that one at home at 2 apiece now and see if Maple River can get something going off of it.
And you see number 8 right now, Blake Miller, over at the tower. She's the captain. She's the only player that can go over there and just ask for an explanation.
So the come on our post-game show, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, also our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the match. That and more upcoming on our post-game report. Tazarek, not too often even from the back row, and she has an open net, does that with the volleyball. Point goes to Maple River.
Yep, and you can see she's used to hitting right up against the net there, so that's just a little deep for her.
Service for a hand again to the back, and a little bit of miscommunication between Foley and Fisher, and add up another ace here for Maple River. Addison Haddock now has the team's 8th of the match. 4-2 now, Maple River outside here. That one going to get blocked, kept alive. This one pushed over, then Chloe Wetches there in the back right corner. Bump on the way, Kaloran cross court on the shoot, in for the kill. Nice find by Kaloran.
Yeah, tough spot there. You're not going to be able to dig many out of that spot.
5-2, and that call, at least for the short term, Alex, has really swayed Maple River.
Yeah, you know, it's something as simple as that can just change the entire tide of a game here.
Hanig to serve. That one just drops off the face of the earth from our point of view. Backs in on the way to Zarek. That's Jana there for the hit on the third. Here comes Olsen, tied at the net, able to get this one over. Swinging with her left hand, and that'll be out of play as Tazarek. And now it's 6-2 Raiders.
Hey, you're seeing Hanning on her serve. Nice topspin on, and that thing just dies about right over the midline.
5 consecutive points now for Maple River as they'll continue to serve, and this one will be off, and that's going to be another point. And another opportunity here for the Raiders at the service line, and we'll have a timeout on the floor. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com. It's Maple River up by 5.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
7-2 Maple River on our Bank North timeout here as the timeout's coming. And, you know, Alex, we talk about sports as a game of momentums, but it just feels like after that 3-1 Richland that got overturned, it was 2-2. It just felt like Uncle Mo, so to speak, is on the Maple River bench.
Yep, 100%. And right now, Richland taking that timeout, just trying to get them off their groove here a little bit, try to get a quick side out here, get some points back.
Richland looking for win number 10 over on the season. A win for Maple River would get them their 14th of the year. More importantly, a win here keeps your season alive. And after the timeout there, a kill coming up for the Colts and Isabel Veely, and Richland earns the side out.
Yeah, Veely did her job. Just get the ball back on your side here now. Now you can go on a little run if you're Richland.
Richland at the service line here as they will have Taylor Gowan, the 5'3 junior. LaRude with the dig. This one sets up middle. Kaloran one-on-one, and she went right around to Zark, and Foley trying to get the dig, unable to do so, and that might be the best hit we've seen by Kaloran here tonight.
And that's not even her regular spot. You know, firing out of the middle hit like that is, you know, tough to do.
Second kill of the set here for Bree. LaRude on to serve, just can't get over the net, and Richland will earn the side out. That's now number 6 in service errors for the Raiders.
Yeah, once again, that'll put some gray hairs on your head as a coach, but try to get a quick side out for the Raiders, and then you forget about it.
Richland has 3 service errors on the opposite side. Miller to the service line. This one outside Sandstrom, and that's going to be a kill here for Maple River.
Yep, anytime the ball falls right into the net like that just means the Colts are a little bit off the net, so just tighten that up a little bit, and then they can actually shut Satcham down.
Take advantage of it on the outside there, and now it's 9-4, and Kaloran's part of 4 Raiders who have earned an ace here at one particular time here tonight for Maple River. Kaloran to the back. That'll be out of play, and Richland will say thank you very much to get it right back.
Yep, we'll see it now with Richland if that's all it takes right here.
Post-game show, we'll hear from some of the particulars coming up as well in terms of the head coach of the winning team, some of the winning team members, and more. That's all still to come on our post-game report here from Tower City. Outside on the way. This one gets over on the third hit again by Cindy Hyam. Here's Hyam on the opposite side. LaRude. Hyam, that's going to be out of play on the hit, and the point goes to Richland.
Yeah, Richland not too aggressive right now at the net, but they're finding ways to get that ball back on their side here.
Colts to serve with Isabel Vili. Vili, LaRude into the back. This one comes back, hit on the way by Olsen after the set by Kaloran. This one comes to Zark, cross court. That one had some mustard on it. That was a great hit by Megan.
Did I say something about not being too aggressive? She must have heard me on that one, because that is a great swing cross court. Not much you can do about that as a defense.
I would say so. She's already tallied now 10 kills in this match to lead the floor for either team. That's her first, however, in the set. That was awfully close on being an ace. Just missed it by about a half a foot.
Yeah, you'd like to see, especially if you're Richland right now, just to get about 2 or 3 points after a nice kill like that by Tazark, just to get some momentum back.
We haven't seen a lot of really long volleys here tonight either, Alex. It's been kind of one quick pass on the other side, a dump opportunity here. Here's LaRue now. This one pushed over then on the way on the third by Hyam. Coming up middle here to Zark. A triple block of towers of power, and Santrum is part of that.
That's the only way you can stop her tonight, is to get 2 or 3 bodies there, and that's what the Raiders are doing.
11-7 now after the double thud. Olsen, the serve. This one back left corner to Zark is there. Miller with the set outside high and over the block. Kaloran keeps it alive. LaRue with the bump. Hannick cross court on the hit. This one is there by Isabel Vili. Bumped over by Foley and hit over them by Tazark in a short spot. Kaloran, Satcham, miss hit. And the point goes to Richland.
Yeah, timing on that one. Satcham just there way too early, so we got it kind of almost like a swing and a miss there.
Can't believe we're going to be talking girls basketball here in a couple weeks. It's that time of the season. State volleyball tournament coming up.
No snow on the ground yet
No,
either.
that knock on wood. 13 days until we get to state volleyball. That one will be touched and a hit outside. And we've seen Hannig really like that line shot throughout the season here for Maple River.
Yeah, she's really favoring it here, especially tonight. We're seeing a lot of that. She's not going across court so much. Like you said, really favoring that line.
5 kills now for Addison Hannig, just a sophomore here. Region 1 volleyball tournament Monday, Tuesday, Thursday next week. We'll have all those from Enderlin for you right here on your live event. Then a week from Thursday would begin in the Bismarck Event Center, the opening day of the state tournament. This one through the double block and the kill. Janet Zark here for her third of the evening, and Richland hanging around just down by 3.
This is what they did in the second set. They weren't really ahead until that late in that second set, and then they just pulled away. So the Raiders right now looking for a side out, get themselves some insurance in case that comes again.
Maple River had 12 points in the first. They were up by 8. 12 points in the second. It was this exact same score at 12-9 to your point, Alex. Here comes high and cross court on the hit. That'll be out of play. Point is awarded to Maple River.
Right idea. I always love that cross court kill there, but just a little deep.
As coming on to serve will be Holy Wetch here. Wetch to the back to Foley. Can't get it off the net. And another point and another ace here for Maple River.
Yeah, Chloe Wetch is one of your seniors, one of your leaders. She's going to try to get this game rolling here now for the Raiders.
She leads the floor with 3 so far here tonight alongside with Addison Hannig. That one was hit out of play, and that's been maybe the one bugaboo or the Achilles heel. That's the 8th service error now for the for the Raiders.
Yeah, they're going to want to tighten that up here.
Serve to Hyen. Hannig with the dig in the back. This one goes to the outside. Kaloran blocked at the net. Miller was there with the block party. We're going to have a net violation regardless, so the point still goes to Richland.
Yeah, nice block there by the Colts. We had 2 bodies on that one and not much, especially they tried to free ball that one over anyway.
Hyen to serve. Hannig with the dig. This one will be tied at the net. Coming across over is Wetch. This one hit into the middle now for Miller, looking for the tip, and then going underneath was Foley, and there's going to be a point awarded here on the lift to Maple River. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Maple River leads it by 4.
Be curious to see what the Raiders decide to do here service-wise. You know, we talked about first and second set really attacking that 4 spot. We'll see what Hannig does here.
Hyen comes out, Fisher comes in, Hanig to serve right to the aforementioned Fisher, and that is going to be a point here for the Raiders at 16-11.
That's a great effort there by Miller, though, almost diving into the crowd, old NBA style, but
watch your popcorn when you're here at the Tower City Raider Dome. You can literally be on the court of play because it's that tight. This one, was there a touch at the net? They're asking for it from a Colt point of view. Nothing's given. Now 17-11, and when it's Don Storbach, maybe use a timeout after the hit there by Isabel Vili.
Yeah, you just need anything to side out here if you're the Colts.
Hanig to serve. This one comes across. Richland, Miller, dump kill on the way. Good placement. Wetch is there to keep it alive, and then Wetch then able to get it over on the third. Richland, a chance to use it. Coming up middle here, hitting one into the net is Jana Tazark, and now it's 18-11, the largest separation here in set number 3.
Yeah, Tazark was there just a little early, and that gets that kind of early swing for her.
Hanig to serve. This one will come at the net. Hit to the outside here, over, and then Olsen keeps it alive. Olsen with a chance here, over the double block with the tip and kill at 19-11. And here comes the timeout on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Maple River leads it by 8, trying to close out set number 3 when we return from the Raider Dome in your live event.
The Maple Valley Parents Organization is an organization whose main purpose is to support all Maple Valley student activities and to promote a healthy environment and attitudes for the youth. Their aim is to encourage growth and interest in these areas by supporting them in a sportsmanlike manner. The Maple Valley Parents Organization is open to anyone. If you'd like to become a member or see upcoming events, like their Facebook page by searching Maple.
As we return here on your live event, Maple River leads it 19-11 over the Richland Colts. Chase Miller, Alex Hoffman with you here. Alex, what have you liked to see from Maple River so far here in this third set? What's got them to this 8-point lead?
Well, definitely a little more aggressive right now I'm seeing on the serves, but also what we're also seeing here too is just less unforced errors by the Raiders. Really struggled with that in the second set. Kind of cleaned it up here now, especially in the second half of this third set.
Sargent County evens things up with Enderlin taking set number 2, 25-14 in Milner. That's the 8-9 match between the Bulldogs and the Eagles. This one comes across Maple River, 10-foot line by LaRude. Tazark is there. This one looking for the dump kill by Miller, and she hit it perfectly. Hope to be all right. She just kind of had almost what looked like an ankle tweak, but she looks to be just fine there for Richland.
And tell you what, that dump kill doesn't work a lot, but when it works, it's a great way to get the ball back here, and that's all they needed.
Serve on the way here for Gowan at the line. The placement on the way. Wetch sets it up. Kaloran in the middle. This one comes to Gowan across the way, off the net. Foley unable to get it over because it hits the side here of the fan. It probably would have gotten over, but instead it's a point here for Maple River.
Yeah, Raiders kind of out of sync on their offense there, but still got the point.
5 points away here for the Raiders to take set number 3 and get up 2-1, and there's the ace. Kiana LaRude now with 4 to lead the floor.
Yeah, seems like right now if you need just a good serve, Kiana coming in here, LaRude coming in, just getting that serve that they need.
Continues to rack them up here for Maple River. So far here tonight, that'll be out of play, but again, the 4th of the set here from the service line.
And there's that superstition again. I praise someone up and then they go a little long on their serve.
Welcome to Broadcasters, where we never say anything of announcers' jinx. We just tell the story, even though some people truly believe in the announcers' jinx. Satcham goes down the line, and we're seeing that line shot here in that third set by Hanig, and Satcham getting used now by Maple River.
Yeah, Satcham took that one right out of Hanig's playbook, just right down the line.
Point awarded here for the Raiders. This is starting to look like set number 1, which is great if you're a Raider fan. If you're a Colts fan, you're going, all right, we need to flush this one through our system and then find a way to win set 4 to get to set 5. Richland coming up middle to Zark. Oh, that was a hard hit off the side of the basketball court as well. Point here for the Colts.
You know, and like we said in the first set, you know, if the Colts do not get back here in this set, bring some momentum into set 4 and do what they did in set 2. If you can just salvage a few points here, that gets your team a lot of confidence going into set 4.
That was just the second kill of the set here for Tazark. This one coming middle, Satcham. A little bit of a change up there off the fan, and the point here for Maple River at 23-14.
Yeah, the Raider Dome strikes again here against the Colts.
And hopefully looking to be all right is Isabel Vili, as she just needs to have a chance to compose herself there. 23-14 here. Serve for Olsen. Tazark is there for the dig. Miller set high into the outside cross court. LaRude with the dig. This one coming outside. Hanig one-on-one. Good effort on the way here by Richland to get it over on the third. Satcham hits one into the net, and the point is awarded to Richland. But really good hustle there by Isabel Veely to keep that point alive.
Yeah, very good job by the Colts just keeping that ball alive, like you said. And Satcham had the spot there, just swung a little early right into the net.
As Megan Tazark at the service line now for the Colts. LaRude, Kaloran, outside Hanig. That one hit out of play, and point goes to Richland.
And I know right now the Raiders are only 2 points away, and they want Tazark in the back row here because that's where she's least lethal.
Tazark on to serve. That one floats across. Kaloran to the outside here, pushed across Hanig. Tazark there with the cover, back left corner. Miller pushes it across. Olsen able to chase it down. Coming up middle, Satcham with the hit. This one off the top of the ceiling and bumped over then on the third by High. And here comes now Maple River outside on the way. Hanig. There again is Isabel Veely outside High and over the double block. Olsen keeps it in play on the longest rally of the night. Punched over then on the third by Hanig. This one to the middle over the block. Olsen unable to keep it, and a point to Jenna Tazark here for the Richland Colts.
And that for the Colts all starts with Isabel Veely. An absolute beautiful dig there. And that ball, I mean, she probably didn't even blink and it was there. Absolutely rocketed at her.
3 consecutive points for Richland, and every point that they can get make it a little tougher. You might put Maple River a little bit tighter.
Yeah, it makes every serve a little more important.
This one comes across to Zarek and not able to get that one. Give the kill to Cindy Hyam. Set point here for the Maple River Raiders.
And right now, if I'm Coach Poole, I want my server here. Iris Richmond just came off the bench. I want this to be an aggressive serve.
Maple River here with Richmond. That one just drops off the face of the earth. This one in the back here for Miller. Into the net, and set 3 goes to the Raiders. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Maple River takes the third set, 25-17. Our set recap is next here from Tower City.
Organization on Facebook.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah, Melody, and staff are proud to promote the local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Check out Mindak Market this holiday season to find the perfect stocking stuffers and samples of ready-to-go collections to ship. Stop by the store or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
Fact. High schools need every sports official they can find. Want to ensure that kids keep playing? Become an official and a leader. Over 25,000 North Dakota student athletes participate in statewide school-sponsored sports programs. Sports provide students with real-time training for real life. Teamwork and planning under pressure provide our young men and women with skills that will serve them throughout their lives. Without officials, high school sports wouldn't exist. It may be more.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
As we come back here on the fourth set, Maple River leads it 2-1. Let's thank our friends, again, with Hunter Insurance Agency for a set recap as Chloe Wetch gets things underway. But, Alex, what did you like from a Maple River point of view there in the third set compared to what we saw in the second?
You know, it tightened up a lot less unforced errors there by the Raiders, and it showed up on the scoreboard.
This one pushed over Now for Wetch to the outside here to Hanig with the tip, covered nicely by Foley. Looking for it for Miller. There's Kaloran. Wetch sets up Kaloran now with the back set, hits it in the net. And again, if you go by our adage, whoever wins the first point wins the set. We've been 3 for 3 on that. We'll see if we go 4 to 4 at favors Richland.
Yeah, we could just take a break here now for the next 24 points.
Service on the way for a high and for the Richland Colts. Wetch, middle. This one blocked at the net. Hanig does a nice job covering. Wetch now, another opportunity pushed across by Wilm. This one to the outside, Blake Miller down the line for the kill. It's Miller time for her second kill of the match.
Nice swing there by Miller. You know, looking at Wilm, Coach Poole might want her to be a little more aggressive on that attack, but something was off. She didn't like the set, so she just tried to push it over.
Serve on the way for Hyen as this one comes across. Hanig is there. This one outside Wedge. Kaloran blocked at the net, and the block party here for the Colts, just like they did in the second set, getting up 3-love. They do it here in the fourth.
Yeah, I saw Miller and Tazark there on a very nice tight block. Kaloran can't do anything with that unless maybe go towards the sideline.
Serve on the way here for Richland. Chloe Wedge back set on the way. Hanig for the tip, covered on the way by High, and here comes the Colts outside. This one, Veely out of play, and point goes to Maple River here, and they will have their serve, their second one of the fourth set.
Really important to see what the Raiders do with this side out now. Can they go on a little run themselves, or if you give it right back to the Colts, and all of a sudden that lead starts to get a little more insurmountable.
Hanig on to serve here. This one down the line, and that's going to be an ace.
Nothing special with that serve. It's just going right towards that line, and that's kind of been the Achilles heel right now, at least when Hanig's serving.
She matches Kiana LaRude with 4 aces here tonight. This one back down the line again, but that'll be out of play, and that is now service error number 9 here on Maple River.
And you can see what her intentions were. Go right back to that line, trying to hit that 4 spot, but just a little over-aggressive.
He's Alex Hoffman. I'm Chase Miller. This is the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament. Winner plays the Kindred Vikings around 7:30 on Monday night in the final game of 4 in the Region 1 Volleyball quarterfinals here on your live event in Enderlin. This one blocked at the net. The 1-2 of Olsen and Morgan Wilm. They went one-on-one with Megan Tazark, and Wilm got the better of that matchup.
Yeah, I mean, very, very nice swing there by Tazark. It just happened to be 2 hands right in front of it, so you can see what the Colts are trying to do. They're trying to feed her.
Kiana LaRude will come on to serve here as they're going to make sure that they have the rotation coming off as Wilm will come out of play. LaRude again with 4 aces so far here tonight. There have been 12-2 in that category for Maple River, but we see Blake Miller starting to pull this out of her back pocket more and more with a dump kill here for the Colts.
An absolute nice pass there by, I believe that was Fisher in the back row. That all starts with her. Dump kill comes in, gets the ball back.
As Miller on to serve, this one will be with LaRude. Chloe Wedge to the outside. Kaloran blocked and off the kill of Megan Tazark. They're off the ricochet, and Kaloran earns the kill.
You know, Kaloran's not your tallest player out there, but that swing is deadly, and it just got right in through the blocks there.
5-4 now, a chance to tie here in the fourth set for Kaloran. This one to the back. Foley there with the dig. Miller backs on the way to Zark through the block, but can't get it through as Brooklyn Olsen earns it, and we're knotted at 5.
Yeah, I mean, that's volleyball in a nutshell. Good pass, good set, good attempt there at the kill, but sometimes it just doesn't fall for you.
Kaloran will come on now for Maple River, as this one will be to the back left corner. Richland bumps it across, and this one gets over on the third. Really good placement on the way by Megan Tazark after a pinball between Kaloran and LaRude, and Richland quickly gets the ball right back in at the service line.
Yeah, if I'm Richland, I keep attacking that little area right now. It is vulnerable for the Raiders in terms of defense.
As Isabel Veely goes to the line, LaRude is there. This one in the back, Kaloran. Olsen dumps it across. Richland now to the middle, Hyen, as she's able to get that one over, and then we're eventually going to have a lift violation, but nice job by Hyen to get that one over, and Richland has led so far wire to wire in the fourth set.
Nice swing there by Hyen, a little off balance, but got the job done.
Service on the way for the Colts in the junior 5'5" and Isabel Veely. LaRude with the dig. Kaloran tied at the net looking for the dump kill, and Hyen just pushes it right back over. Stanky there with the dig. This one coming middle to Zark with the block of Satchrum. Good job by Stanky to keep that one alive. Richland now with Hyen. And then to Zark will have to volley this one over on the third. A chance for Maple River to use it. Outside on the way. Olsen through the double block for the kill. And you can really give a nice hockey assist there to Stanky to keep that point alive for the Raiders.
Yeah, she really did. I mean, that dig really, gets lost in the shuffle of things because the kill is always the most important part, it seems like, on TV here. But that dig is what kept that alive for them.
Maple River on to serve. This one will be coming cross score on the hit by Tazarek. LaRue with the bump. This one gets across on the way after the hit there by Cindy High and pushed over then, and the point is awarded to Maple River. So second tie of the fourth set.
Yeah, we'll see what the Raiders can do now here. Got a little bit of momentum going their way.
Maple River, one set 1, 25-10, 25-17 in set 3. Richland took set 2, 25-19. This one pushed across, and nice placement on the way. We haven't said her name enough, it seems like, in Lila Veely. They're at the front with the big tip kill.
Yeah, it's all they needed, and now you sitting here, you got a 1-point lead. I would like, if I'm the Raiders, I would like to attack those corners a little bit more on my serves. That middle is not there for them right now.
And for Richland, we'll see where they go with Megan Tazark. They go down the opposite line here to Olsen. Satchum will have to push this one over on the third. Kept alive by Richland and then pushed over by the Colts back right corner on the hit by Janet Tazark. This one comes, blocked at the net by Tazark. Janet has another one. This joust, though, goes to Satchum here in a back and forth point for Maple River.
Yeah, a little bit of table tennis right at the net there, back and forth.
Stella Satchum with her third block that has resulted in a point. Tied at 5, tied at 7, and now tied at 8 in set number 4 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. This one, left corner, nice placement on the way, but better job by Tazark to keep that one alive for the Colts. This one high and gets it over for the kill.
Tazark with an amazing receive there on that dig to start off the serve there.
9-8, and if Richland comes back, I'm marking this one if Richland goes on a little rally here, Alex, for our potential RDK Enterprises play of the match. Because, yeah, Tazark was by your own zip code there for Richland. This one flutters over at the net. Miller inadvertently runs into Janet Tazark, but it's going to be all right as Janet looks at Miller. Janet's the 8th grader. Give away to your elder statesman, the senior, and Miller takes the kill.
It's just a number at that point. Raiders are going to get a yellow card here.
It's going to be now 10-8. That's going to be the yellow card. And Alex, for those not sure, what is a yellow card here in volleyball compared to what we see in soccer or maybe some other different sports?
So what I would kind of relate it to being like your first technical in basketball. So yellow card is just going to be a point given now to the Colts. The nasty one you would see would be the red card. That's the ejection.
So a 2-point lead now for Richland. This one comes across. Kaloran Hannig over that double block. This one goes to the outside high and down the line. That'll be out of play. Point is awarded now to Maple River.
And that's what the Raiders needed right there. They got a little, I think, lost here with that yellow card. So to try to get the ball back now, you can maybe get some momentum swinging.
And for the red card, then that goes to either player or coach, depending on who that second yellow would be then specifically on.
Correct, yep.
So now we're tied at 10 after the ace here by Chloe Wedge. That's the 5th different Raider now to have an ace here tonight. And we're tied at 10 apiece. This one will be out of play, though, and, well, Jekyll and Hyde at the line, depending on which side of the aisle you're from, and all of a sudden now it's 10 service errors for the Richland Colts.
Yes, Richland will take that all day. And
10 service errors, pardon me, for the Raiders. Richland, though, now with Hyen. Back right corner, Wetch coming to the middle here to Wilm as she pushes it over on the third. Richland outside here, Veely down the line. That'll be out of play, and we're knotted at 11 apiece.
We'll see how aggressive they are here with serving. With those, what'd you say, 10 errors, you might just want to get it over right now.
Abby Fisher checks into the back row here. Anig to serve and goes right to Fisher. Does Addison, backs it on the way to Zark across the net. Chloe Wedge is there. LaRue with the bump. This one comes across on Kalora, and then we're going to have a net violation. Point goes to the Richland Colts.
Yeah, Colts right now just kind of let the Raiders make their own mistakes right now, and that's where they got that 1-point lead.
Winner plays Kindred at around 7:30 on Monday night right here on your live event as well. We'll have all 4 quarters, the semis, and third place in championship here of the Region 1 volleyball tournament. This one gets volleyed over on the second by Tazarek. Coming across now to Olsen, blocked at the net by Miller, kept alive by Wilm. Back set Kaloran out of play, and that one just misses the 2x2, so to speak, in the back left corner.
Yeah, that set to Kaloran just a little bit too far behind her. Not much you can do. It was more of just kind of saving themselves at that point.
Richland's largest lead of this set has been 3. They're trying to match it here with the point. They get a block by Tazarek, and there it is right on cue. 14-11 now for the Colts.
Yeah, Richland not being over-aggressive with their serves, but they are getting those errors from the Raiders right now.
We'll see. Neither team has taken a timeout yet, but another point here by Richland. Coach Craig Poole might need to do so. And now it's 15-11, and we'll see if we see a timeout. We do. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North here in Tower City. Richland up by 4.
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Cess van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Cess van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
For more information, go to ibanknorth.com or stop by one of their locations today as they offer traditional and advanced products and services that keep you grounded and ahead of today's curve. 15-11. What do you like from a Richland point of view here, Alex, in this fourth set?
You know, Richland right now, they're not being, like I said, too aggressive with their serves, but they're letting Maple River make those mistakes for them, and that's probably the best, recipe for right now for the Colts.
As we come on here after the timeout, Hillsborough Central Valley moves on in Region 2 with a 3-set sweep of the Polar Bears of Larimore. Kaloran goes through the double block for the kill here for the Maple River Raiders.
One of my favorite parts about volleyball is just seeing how a team reacts after a timeout like that, and the Raiders came out very aggressive on that swing.
Largest lead for Richland at 4 gets trimmed down to 3, but they've led wire to wire. It's either been tied or a Richland lead. Baroud to the service line. This one into the back, hit there by Fisher, and then it's going to be a point awarded here to Maple River.
And ever since that yellow card, though, we're not seeing the aggressiveness from Maple River that we did see before it, so they're a little bit tight right now.
As LaRue will be back at the service line here into the back off of Fisher into the crowd, and that's going to be an ace.
Yeah, I expect now LaRue to maybe a little more aggressive here with her serve, maybe a little bit tighter to the net.
It's going to be her 5th ace to lead the floor here for the Raiders, who are looking now on a 3-0 run. Trying to continue that rally here. This one will come across to Zark, tries to get it over, does. Really nice placement as well, just over the net. Kaloran at the 10-foot line, back right corner, and that's going to be a kill here for the Raiders.
Nice effort there by Tazarek just to get it back over. She kind of had to contort the body a little bit just to get it over, but staying in control, gave her team a chance.
6th tie of the set, the first since it was 11-11 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Maple River. This one to the back left corner, dug out there by Gowan. This one comes and blocked at the net is going to be Tazarek, but somehow a pinball's over on the Colts side, and Richland then unable to earn the point. But what looked like it was going to be a finished product, instead Richland somehow gets it over, and Olsen earns the dig.
Credit to the Colts there for not giving up on that play, because I think most people in this building did, but you played to the whistle.
The first lead for Maple River here in the fourth set. LaRue on to serve. This one will be into the middle here as Tazarek able to push that one across. Wetch with a little floor burn there. Wasn't expecting the ricochet hit off of Kaloran, and we're at 16 apiece.
Yeah, you're used to seeing flames coming off the ball when Tazarek's hitting, but she switches it up there and it works.
Tazarek's been quiet here in this fourth set. Her monster set was the second with 6 kills. Outside here, Satcham cross court, kept alive here on the side of Richland. Able to get this one over. Miller off the side of Satcham, and that actually helps Miller out, and she earns the kill.
Yeah, kind of a tough play to explain there, but it just works in the Colts' favor.
Up by 1 now for Richland in a must-have-it set number 4 here in this Region 1 volleyball tournament. Chloe Wetch, 10-foot line. This one comes across back right corner. Richland able to get this one over with Veely, and then getting out of the way is Satcham. They get it over on the third with Kaloran. Miller sets up to Zarek off the double block. Stanky with the dig. Coming up middle here, Satcham blocked at the net, kept alive though by Wetch. Now it's Kaloran off her back right foot, out of play, and the point goes to Richland.
Yeah, we always say the ball never lies, and I thought maybe there was a lift there on Satcham earlier in that volley, but it wasn't called, but still finds the Colts side.
Richland continues to serve here with Miller. This one comes across here on the hit, and a nice hit by Kaloran as she almost slugs Chloe Wedge, coming around with that Tiger Woods fist pump, and right now she looks like she's seen a ghost almost hitting Chloe there.
That would have been a tough one to explain to the coach there. Beautiful swing there, and once again, we get lost, but we always got to remember that sets up a beautiful kill.
Kaloran on to serve. That'll be out of play. 2 service errors in the first, 3 in the second, 4 in the third, now 3 in the fourth here for Maple River.
And that's been the story of our match so far, is who's going to make more mistakes in terms of these service errors.
And Richland, they've only made 4 here tonight in comparison. Maple River now a little out of sorts. Back-to-back points here for the Colts, and both coaches said both teams know too much about each other. Alex, it's the 3rd time they met. September 20th and October 27th. Both thought it was going to go 4, if not 5, and all that premonition might be coming true.
Yeah, when you schedule that non-region match against a team, you don't expect it to kind of come back to you right a week later.
Maple River gets this one over on the 3rd. Richland coming to the middle here to Zark. Look out right in front of our camera, as that is going to be into the row. And the good news is my popcorn is okay. That's the good news.
Chase, I haven't seen you move so fast.
I haven't moved that fast in a long time. 21-17 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Tall Towers Aviation has proudly served the surrounding community around Page, North Dakota for 40 years. Tall Towers Aviation is a commercial application business that has a team of aerial applicators, ground sprayers, Ray hybrid seed sales, and a full-time crop consultant. They're dedicated and committed to offering the best services year-round. Give Tall Towers Aviation a call today at 701-668-2302. That's 701-668-2302.
Come back here, and you can tell it's postseason volleyball. Both teams and both fan bases very much into it. Chanting Raiders, chanting RHS. It's been a fun one here so far, Alex, in this 4th set.
Yeah, credit to Richland bringing out the fans. You know, Region 1's geographically is a big region, so credit for them to bring a bus out here, it seems like.
Serve on the way here for Richland with Isabel Veely after the timeout. Maple River will have none remaining here in this set, as they'll come out here for the Richland Colts to serve. 4 points away from getting into set number 5. LaRue, this will be off of her hand. Stanky is there, and then that's going to be the point here for Richland.
You know, my philosophy was always just get it over after a timeout if you're the server. She did not do that. She was aggressive. She went right after Leroux, got the ace.
Isabel Veely with her first of the night. That's just the 3rd for Richland in that category at the ace line. Tipped over by Olsen. This one comes across then on the right swing of high and middle. Satcham, and Satcham like a catapult just shot that one out for the kill.
Yeah, kind of a tough one to defend against too, because everyone's looking at her hips and it looks like she's going to go right to that back corner, but she ends up going to the opposite corner, so a very stealthy kill there.
Olsen to serve for Maple River. This one will come across to Zarek, cross court on the hit. Maple River with Kaloran looking for the dump kill, covered nicely by Tazark. This one comes across high and gets it over on the double block. LaRue with the bump to the outside here. Kaloran cross court. Miller is there. Richland high and again with another opportunity as Olsen gets down for the dig. Hanig comes across for the hit, blocked there by Tazark, and Kaloran gets this one over on the 3rd. Foley in the back, coming middle. Tazark through the double block off the head of Satcham for the point.
We're used to seeing her in that outside hitting position. I think that's her comfort zone right now, but still lethal right in that middle hitting position.
And Megan Tazark right now with her 3rd kill. We got her down for the set. She's in double digits here of the match, but now 23-18. Serve on the way for Tazark. LaRue with the dig. Kaloran outside. Hanig here cross, and that's going to be Tazark with the dig in the back, and it's going to end up resulting in a point for Maple River.
Yeah, nice dig there by Tazark, just a little bit too tight to the net. Setter couldn't do a whole much with it.
2 points away from Richland to try to get it to the 5th and decisive final set in a volleyball match that started at 7:01 here tonight. 80 minutes old here inside the Raider Dome. Maple River on to serve. This one will come into the middle, set up to the outside here. That's the younger Janet Tazarek. They're the 8th grader. Outside now for Hennig. Over the double block. A monster hit kept alive by Isabel Vili. Pushed across. Olsen is there. Backs it on the way. Wedge has to push it across. She does. Pancaked in by Miller. And here comes Maple River. This one outside. Hennig in for the kill.
Awesome pancake there by Miller to keep that volley alive. There was a push earlier in that one, I believe, by Miller as well. A little bit deeper to that back corner, to that 4 spot, and Richland's got the ball back.
Maple River with Iris Richmond down by 3 at the service line. That one will be out of play, and that's been the Achilles heel here for Maple River from start to finish tonight.
Yeah, that one's going to come back and hurt them here a little bit too. So trying to get that set point now if you're Richland. Once again, they haven't been too aggressive with their serve, so I don't expect to see too much tight here.
17 service errors for Maple River. Kaloran outside Hennig, and a must-need-it point, and they get it. Hennig with the kill, give Wetch the assist, and Hennig earns the point for Maple River.
Yeah, right now if you're Richland, you don't want that ball going to Hennig. That's going to be their biggest threat in terms of kills.
Wetch to serve as she does. Tazarek calls for it. Miller with the set coming up middle here. Janet Tazarek, a little change up there. Wetch with the set outside Hennig through that double block. Tazarek with the dig. Miller with the bump outside high, and it hits the post out of play, and Maple River now leads it by 2.
Yeah, trying to go to the outside hitter there with Hyen hanging out over on that outside side, just a little bit too deep from the setter.
Wetch to serve, and if we get a point, Coach Don Storbakken might want a 60-second timeout. Wedge to serve here, back left corner. Tazarek is there with the dig, backs it on the way to High, and this one down the line, and oh, what a play! The back set by Miller. Hyen had a big area to work with, and she buried it for the 25-22 set here for Richland.
Yeah, we've been talking about Hennig attacking that line a lot, and then Hyen takes one right out of her playbook and just ends it for the 4th set.
We're going to get to set number 5 next from the Raider Dome. Don't you go anywhere on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on your live event.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Let's get to our set recap here, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency. Alex, set 1, set 3 goes to Maple River. Set 2, set 4 goes to Richland. What's going to be the difference maker in set number 5 from your perspective here, either from a Colts or a Raiders perspective?
You know, if I want to take the easy route, I would just say, limit the mistakes. But at the same time, Maple River's back row just needs to get a little bit better passes right now. They're the more aggressive team. If you can get that first pass off of the serve, the ball's in your court.
Maple River with 17 service errors, 4 for Richland. But Maple River at the service line, they've already had 8. Then you add another 6. They've had 14 aces compared to 3 here for the Richland Colts. Hunter Insurance Agency. For more, give them a call today or stop by their location in Hunter at hunterinsuranceagency.com as we get ready for set number 5. High and down the line, out of play, and Maple River takes the point.
That first point has proven to be very important. We'll see if it translates into set 5 here.
Winner plays the number 3 seed Kindred in Enderlin on Monday. Loser has their season come to an end. Back-to-back times these teams have played to go to a fifth set. Again, the fifth set only to 15, so every point even a little bit more crucial early on.
Everything was there for Janet Tessarek, just didn't finish.
Wetch to serve into the middle. Tessarek is there. Miller backs it on the way high and gets one over on the third. Olsen with the cover. Wetch outside. Hanig down the line for the kill here for Maple River.
Man, that's been her bread and butter all night. It's been there most times. I think she swung and missed once on that down the line kill. But if they keep setting her like that, it's going to be tough.
Serve upcoming here for Wedge. Still to come on our post-game show, Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises feature precision play, and also we'll hear from some of the particulars in this one. Wedge to serve. It's in. She earns the ace here for Maple River.
She's being very aggressive at that 4 spot right now, but she's also attacked the 5 and the 6, so she's kind of just picking a spot.
Timeout on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. Will break with a Maple River leads it by 4.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
Quick timeout taken, brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North here for Coach Don Storbach. And again, both teams have 2 and a 5-setter, but Maple River nearly a third of the way there, Alex.
You know, and if I'm Richland's coach right now, I'm just telling our girls, look, it's still 0-0 in our eyes. Just get the ball back, go on our own little run.
Serve on the way here as Foley has the dig. This one gets over on the third by Jenna Tessarek, and a chance for Miller, but she hits it right into the net, and Maple River now leads it 5-love.
That's kind of one of those plays where if it comes down nice, it's a great-looking play, but maybe pull off the reins a little bit in terms of aggressiveness for Miller.
Wetch on to serve. Tessarek there gets it. Miller looking for the dump kill, covered by LaRude. Wetch backs it on the way. Kaloran to the back. Tessarek there with the dig. This one comes across, and Wilm buries it in the middle.
Richland just begging for a side out right now. Get out of this rotation. Try to get your killers going here.
6-love for Maple River, 9 points away. Wetch to serve. Tessarek is there for the dig. Back set Miller high and going cross square on the hit. Wetch keeps it alive. This one bumped to Hanig over the double block, and Miller with the bump now to the middle here. High and calls for it. Wetch on the way, the 10-foot line sets up Kaloran, cross square on the hit and the kill here for Maple River.
Really smart play there by Hanig. She was falling back on that attempt, and we've seen her go down the line all night. She knew if she does that, she's hitting it right into the antenna, so she goes cross court instead.
This is the longest rally in terms of points for anybody here tonight, and there's your side out by Richland. The problem, Maple River is nearly halfway home in this 5th set.
Quick touchdown, and Richland's right back in it, though.
18th service error for the Raiders. Hyen steps up to the service line now. LaRude with the dig. Wetch set up middle. Wilm pushed over on the third. Here comes Miller now set up middle. Janet Tessarek, that'll be out of play. And they're going to say there's a net violation here on Maple River. So Richland catches a break in set number 5.
Yeah, I called that violation on Morgan Wilm, I believe. This is all Richland needs right now. Just a little bit of momentum back on their side.
Hyen continues to serve here. This will be with Hanig. Wetch, 10-foot line outside. Kaloran over the double block. Tessarek keeps it alive. This one comes into the middle block over the double. LaRude bumps it outside. Kaloran off her back heel. Hyen is there. This one comes back on the Raiders side, and Kaloran hits it into the net.
Kind of one of those things where your muscles are saying to do one thing, the head's saying another thing there for Kaloran. So just kind of a unfortunate series of events for her.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Colts trying to get a little bit closer here in the 5th with Hyen at the service line. Hanig, this one set up outside. Kaloran with the tip, kept alive by Foley, somehow then hit over by Miller. This one comes tight to the net, and give the hockey assist on the way here for the Richland Colts to J.C. Foley. The freshman came out of nowhere.
When you push it deep like that, it takes all of that defense and just pulls it, well, which was once defense, pulls them all back there, and the offense can't set up nicely.
7-0 deficit, trimmed down to 3. This one tight at the net. Maple River needs to get this one over. They do with Wilm. Now it comes to the middle to Blake Miller. Outside on the way here is Veely. Nice spot in front of Olsen for the point and the kill.
Nice swing there. Nice swing out of the outside hit. All momentum right now with Richland. They can do no wrong the way it's looking.
Timeout by Coach Poole. We'll break with him. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North, and the Colts are storming back on your live event.
The dedicated staff at Weimar Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Weimar Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Weimar Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest auto products, go online to WeimarAuto.com. Weimar Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimar.
One timeout taken by Richland, now one taken by Maple River. Literally a game of runs here in the fifth set. Maple River gets up 7-0, then 5 straight points here by Richland, Alex. I don't think we would expect anything less here going into this fifth set in a win, advance, lose, or go home situation.
You know, and that's why volleyball's fun. It all comes down to that fifth and final set. And right now, it's just which team is going to play more loose here going to 15. It started off Maple River, loose as could be, really tightened up here in the last few points.
Winner plays the Kindred Vikings coming up on Monday night in the quarterfinals down in Enderlin. High into serve. This one dug under the back by LaRue. Wedges there into the middle here. Wilm is going to get it through the block there. Janet Tazark, and the point here for the Raiders.
In terms of trying to get the ball back, that was so important to get the ball into Chloe's hands. Get that set. Nice finish there by Wilm.
8-5 now for Maple River. They're halfway home. Hanig on to serve. This will be to Fisher in the back. Miller there with the bump. This one gets across. Unable, though, to hit it over is Veely. And the point now for Maple River.
It's a tough roll there for Veely, coming in with all that momentum to try to just get a nice push over.
Hanig continues to go to the service line here. Just gets that one over. Miller back set on the way. This goes to Janet Tazarek. Coming into the middle is LaRue, 10-foot line. Olsen with a changeup, and that's going to be kept alive. No, they're going to say it is a point here for Olsen.
You know, I have people ask me, too, when they're watching volleyball, why did LaRue take that when Morgan Wilm was right there? Well, that's kind of like having your quarterback kick an extra point. They're there for a reason.
This one comes across to Zarek. This one set up Wilm, covered. At the line here, Miller sees that one go out of play. Maple River earns the point. Now it's 11-5 Maple River, and a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them again. Nickel and diming our way here in the final set of the Region 1 volleyball play-in match on your live event.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Chase Miller, Alex Hoffman with you here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Maple River leads at 11-5, 7 straight points by Maple River, 5 straight points by Richland, and 4 straight points here by the Raiders, and there's been a timeout apiece in between.
Yeah, to say it's a game of streaks is an understatement right now.
Richland with no timeouts remaining. Maple River has one in their back pocket here in the fifth set. Kaloran after the timeout hits that one in for the kill.
Yeah, Colts pulled a lot of their defense over to that near side there, and then Kaloran just goes right across the court, nobody there.
That could be an early dagger here in this fifth set that's becoming a little bit later and later. Hanning to serve, just gets that one over the net. Miller This one, Janet Tazark somehow gets it over on the third. Chloe Wedge set up middle. Well, one-on-one opportunity. Foley is there for the dig. Miller to the outside here to Veely. Hanig, Wedge, volleyed over on the third. Tazark on the cover, back left corner. Miller coming up here after the hit by Janet Tazark. This one tied at the net, pushed across quickly by Richland. Kaloran, this one has to get over on the third by LaRue. It does on the push. Here comes Richland. Miller outside on the way. Veely cross court. LaRue keeps it up. Hanig. Now it's going to be volleyed over back by Kiana LaRue. This one in the middle. Miller outside. Veely blocked at the net. Then Veely with her right fist able to get it over quickly. LaRue to the middle. Kaloran with the push. Covered away here by Richland. This one blocked at the net by Kaloran. Into the back to Zarek. Back right corner. Off the ceiling. Kept alive on the ricochet. And here goes Foley. Richland middle on the way to Zarek. The floater. Hanig with the dig. Outside on the way. Olsen through that double block. Kept alive here by Veely. Dump kill opportunity by Miller. Hanig off the net, and the longest volley of the night goes to the Richland Colts when they needed it most.
Where to start dissecting on that one, but, you know, at the end of the day, go to that middle spot. It's there. It's there.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it is 12-6. Richland to serve. Gowan will come on here. LaRue, middle, Wedge, Kaloran through that double block. Not today, says Megan Tazarek.
Good swing. I think she's just there a little early. Looks like the net got more of the credit for the block there than the Colts did.
Back-to-back points by Richland. Gowan comes up short into the net. That's just Richland's 5th service error of the night, but now Maple River 2 points away with LaRue that has 5 aces.
Yeah, just who Coach Poole wants behind the line right now.
Serve here, but that'll be an error. The 19th, and Richland still with a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would like to see her be maybe a little more aggressive, but at the same time not try to hug the line so much. See if the Colts make a mistake for you.
Service on the way from Miller. This one will come. Satcham hits it down the line for the kill, and Maple River will have a match point.
She might have only hit that with one finger the way it looked. It wasn't strong, but it did the job.
Substitution here for Richland. Again, they have no timeouts remaining. Coach Poole has one. Match point here for the Raiders. Trying to win it in 5 from the Raider Dome. Kaloran to serve. This one comes across. Volleyed high into the ceiling to Zarek with the pushover. Now for Maple River at the 10-foot line. Here this one gets over on the third by Hyam. Maple River, we'll see where they go here. Nice push. As just going to split the parting sea, so to speak, by Tazark, and the Richland Colts fans for a moment can have a little sigh of relief.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication back in the back row there between Stinky and Leerud.
Richland needs 5 good serves here by Isabel Veely, the junior. This one comes across. Kaloran, back set. Olsen blocked at the net. This one off the top of the ceiling, and LaRue pushes it over. Tazarek, Miller, Tazarek tries to dump. It's blocked at the net, kept alive though by Hyen. Here comes Maple River to the middle. Satcham with the miss hit, and a point here for the Richland Colts.
Yeah, just early on the jump, maybe not sure if that was supposed to go middle hitter or outside hitter, so just kind of a little bit of no man's land there for the Raiders.
Serve will continue with Veely here for Richland. You could hear a pin drop on the serve. Olsen into the back. Kaloran here to the middle. This one blocked at the net by Tazarek. Stanky gets it over on the third. Miller keeps it alive, and Tazarek goes down the line. LaRue is there. Pushed across by Kaloran. Out of play. Good job by Foley knowing where she's out in the court with her momentum. Taking her out to see that one go out of play. And Coach Craig Poole, if another point comes here, you wonder if he might call a timeout.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad time for one right now. The momentum's completely shifted, and we've talked about streaks, especially in this 5th set.
3 straight points by the Colts. Still match point here for Maple River. LaRue, Kaloran, middle. Satcham blocked by Tazarek. Satcham gets it over at the net. Just one by Tazarek, then for Richland.
Credit to Richland right there, just staying low at all times there. Then, you know, a couple digs, finding their way over the net, getting you the point.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 14-12 Maple River. But, Alex, what have we seen by Richland last 3-4 points?
Well, it's just that never give up effort right now, and they're definitely proving it. All it takes right now is just get the serve over, playing solid defense. They're getting the digs. They're letting Maple River kind of run their offense, but at the same time, still making some of those mistakes.
14-12. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Postgame show is coming up next. Just a matter of when and who's advancing to Enderlin on Monday night. The 6 Maple River up by 2. The 11 seed Richland down by 2 right now, but on to serve, and it's still match point here for the Raiders.
Yeah, tough for Veely. She can't be too aggressive with, being at game point right here.
Veely to serve to the back. Olsen is there. Killorn with the bump outside. This one hit into the net, and the Richland Colts have a chance to tie with both teams with no timeouts remaining here in the 5th.
Yeah, Coach Poole going for a substitution right now. Just wants to get his senior back out there. Maybe a little leadership here.
5 straight points by Richland. Serve by Veely to tie. Back right corner, Olsen. This one comes across here. Satcham with the push. High and is there. This one is going to get over them by Miller some way, somehow. Killorn set up. Satcham blocked by Tazarek. The senior leader comes up extremely large yet again here for Richland.
Like you said, you want your senior doing that for you. I want Satcham. Maybe he'll be a little more aggressive there with that kill attempt.
It's our first tie of the set. 6 consecutive points by the Colts. Olsen into the back. Killorn back sets. Olsen here gets it over on the 3rd. Foley with the dig. Miller with the set to Zarek down the line. Senior to senior. And the Colts now have a match point opportunity.
Who else but Megan Tazarek that you want that ball going to right now?
Substitution is coming into the game now for Maple River again is going to be Sydney Hyam. A match point now for the Richland Colts. Their first lead in the 5th set. LaRude, Killorn sets up Satcham here, splits the block. Richland keeps it alive. It comes over, and now a chance here for the Raiders. Bumped across here. Olsen off her back foot. Foley is there into the back. Richland looking for the dump kill. Killorn, Satcham trying to get it over, does to Hyen. Now it's going to be Miller back to Hyen here on the outside. Blocked by Satcham, and the point goes to Maple River.
Season for the Raiders just teetered on that block right there. Great timing by Satcham.
Stella Satcham with her 4th block that's resulted in a point that was square on one-on-one. We're knotted at 15. Serve on the way by Olsen. This one comes tight to the net. Back set to Zarek. Hello! But is somehow kept alive by Killorn. Outside high and gets it over. A short hit for the kill. And Richland with another match point opportunity to come.
Very quick side out there by the Colts. You got the 1-point lead. I wouldn't be overly aggressive with this serve right now, but I would attack that back row. Maybe towards Leroux, try to get her out of the system a little bit here.
Here comes Tazarek for the match point. Olsen, Killorn, Satcham able to get it over on the 3rd. Kept alive by Veely. This one outside high and goes down the line, and that'll do it. The Richland Colts come storming back for the 17-15 3-set win over the Maple River Raiders in a game that takes 1 hour and 43 minutes tonight from the Raider Dome. You are going to have your heart goes out to whoever lost this match coming in. Both coaches said it would take 5 sets, and it did here tonight, Alex, from the Raider Dome.
As a fan, you want every game to go 5 sets because it's just so much enjoyment coming out of it. But as an ex-coach, I would have rather just seen it go 3 because of the heartbreak now that the Raiders are going to feel. And on the other side, the Colts feeling jubilee right now, advancing to Monday. All it takes is a team to show up. You never know what's going to happen.
And for the Richland Colts, their streak of trying to make it to 6 straight semifinals stays alive here as they pick up their 10th win of the season. Now on the year 10-22. On the opposite side from the Maple River Raiders, they will finish their year 13-19-1. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Richland picks up the win 10-25, 25-19, 17-25, 25-22, and 17-15. Our post-game show is next on your live event.
I'm Carrie Hepper. Rodeo takes confidence. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
The Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
As we continue here on our post-game show, again, your final, Richland able to win it in 3 sets here tonight on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here in this one, as the Richland Colts win it in this one 3-2. Coming up, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game, our RDK Enterprises feature precision players of the match as well, and we'll take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Richland will head and play the Kindred Vikings. They will play them a 3rd time upcoming after Kindred won 3-0 on September the 8th and 3-1 on October the 13th. Quick timeout. We're back after this. We'll hear some of the particulars from the Richland Colts next on your live event.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency that provides protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
As we continue now on our post-game show, one of our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game with us, Blake Miller. Blake, congratulations on the win. I know it wasn't pretty. The first set probably did not go your guys' way at all.
No.
But what did it take, being down 7-0 at one point in the 5th set, to come storming back and win the 5th set 17-15 in this one, Blake?
You know, it took a lot of energy for us, but we ended up coming back. We had to fight a lot. And I'm just proud of our girls. We did a great job.
What does it mean to continue to move on and play on? This programs have had a lot of success in Region 1. I know it's probably not the year that maybe you thought for your senior season, but to get to Enderlin, to get to the quarterfinals, what does it mean for you and this and your other fellow senior here, Megan Tazart?
It means a lot. Me and Megan have worked really hard, and so have these really young girls. We have 8th graders, freshmen that have never seen the varsity court before. And it's just crazy what they did to bring us here tonight.
You know, the one thing at the end of the day, what are you going to hope to take from this one? You guys won an impressive match against Wyoming-Lidgerwood on Halloween on Monday. You avenged 3rd time's a charm. 3rd time's a charm here. You're going to play Kindred for a 3rd time coming up on Monday. But what do you hope to take from this week to Enderlin coming up on Monday night?
Just the momentum that we just brought. It was crazy how down we were and how fast we came back up.
Last final thing for you, what has it been playing like with Megan Tazart during your time as a Richland Colt?
It's been the best. She's great. I couldn't do it without her.
Hey, Blake, thanks so much, and we'll see you on Monday night down in Enderlin.
Thank you.
Blake Miller with us here. We'll allow her to come off, and we'll allow coming on now will be Megan Tazark here, the other senior here for the Richland Colts, finishing again in double digits with kills. And Megan, congratulations on the win first and foremost. Here as well, adjust the camera a little bit as well as that comes across. But for this one, Megan, for you here in particularly, I asked Blake, what does it mean as a senior to get another opportunity to play one more time with a fellow teammate? And I'll ask the same question, what does it mean to play one more time as a senior here with Blake Miller coming up on Monday night?
Well, I'm really, really excited. Like, we came in this game, we have a lot of freshmen. We have a really young team, and they were all nervous. But we just pulled it off, and I can't wait to go to regionals again with Blake.
You know, what's been about this program? 5 straight years you've been to the semifinals. You have a chance now to make it 6 coming up here against the Kindred Vikings. But what has it been about your time as a volleyball player? Just been so consistent. I know this maybe in terms of wins hasn't been the season that you guys wanted, but you still found a way to get to the quarterfinals here, Megan.
Yeah, we have had a tough season. We've had our ups and downs, but like we pulled off the games that we won, and then this game, we played them twice already, and we were like, 3rd time. Everyone kept saying it's hard to beat a team 3 times, but we pulled it off, and Yeah, regional's going to be tough. We're going to have to get ready for that game on Sunday, but I think we got it.
What's the biggest thing? You're down 7-0 in the 5th set. Timeouts taken. What's your coach? What's the team? What are you talking about in that huddle to try to just get the point and get the serve back on your side of the net?
Yeah, they were kind of just like, okay, we got to take a deep breath, get all of our jitters, nervous stuff out, and then we dug ourselves a hole, so we were like, get back up, and we pulled it off.
Final thing for you, what do you hope to take from this week where you beat the Warbirds, able to beat the Raiders? 3rd time again, now you're playing against Kindred upcoming on Monday night. What do you hope to take from this week into the quarterfinals against the Vikings?
Yeah, this week was really fun, exciting, nerve-wracking. It was really exciting, but yeah, Kindred's going to be another tough game, so hopefully we can pull that one off too and then just have fun with our team for this last week of volleyball.
Hey, Megan, thanks so much for your time, and we'll see you Monday night down in Enderlin.
Yes, thank you.
Again, one of the other seniors here, Megan Tazark, with us here at our post-game show, as we'll bring on now Don Storbach and join us here. And Don, it was wild tonight. I know I talked to you and Coach Craig Poole to start in the match, and both of you said it's probably going to go 4. It's going to go 5. Craig even kind of joked, why not? Might go 6. And it did eventually end up going a little 6 here, Don. What was the difference from set number 1 where it seemed like you were hexed, where nothing was going your way, to recompose, win set 2, and find a way to win the 5th set?
You know, we have a lot of young players, so we knew that there were nerves on the court. They were there. Our seniors did a great job after that first set, letting them know we're all in this together. We're a team. We win or we lose together. Like, let those nerves go. Now let's go play our game.
The one thing here when you're down 7-0 in a closeout set, not obviously the start that you wanted, very reminiscent in terms of foreshadowing like the first, called a timeout. What was the message to your team in that timeout at that particular time?
It's do or die time. Find it in your heart and go out there and play the game we came here to play.
Simple as that.
Yeah, like, you know what you need to do. Find that intensity and let's get this ball back.
As much as we can talk about Blake and Megan, I would be remiss to, I know at particular times Taylor at the service line, you had a JC play a really nice, all out of nowhere a couple times, keep volleys alive. What did you see from Allison High and just the company around Megan and Blake in terms of what they did to allow you to pick up this 5-setter?
Allison is such a staple for us to have on that court. We need her there. We know we can count on her to make a play and to keep a ball alive when we need it.
And it just continues and continues. The nice thing is you get to play another time.
We do.
And it's been a theme of 3s. Warbirds, Raiders, and now Vikings. What's been about this past week of 3s coming up here on Monday down in Enderlin, Don?
I don't know. Hopefully we can take them down in our 3rd time too.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Final thing for you before I let you go. What has it been about the success of this program? I know I talked to you a little bit on the pregame about it. You still have a chance to get back to the semifinals. You still have a chance to play another day, which is always big in November. But what has it truly been? Did you see maybe some of that success the last 5 years getting to the semis? Maybe for Blake, maybe for Megan to say, hey, come with us a little bit in that 5th set. Did you see that as a coach?
I did, yes. And I think now that we have these first nerves, a lot of these girls, this is their first time in a regional play-in game, regionals in general. You know, they were 8th graders last year.
Yeah.
A couple of them had, Abby and JC both moved up and played JV last year. So they had a little bit of it, but not from on the court standpoint. So I'm hoping we get these nerves out of us tonight and we can go ahead and be successful on Monday.
Hey, Don, thanks so much for your time. We'll see you Monday night down in Enderlin.
All right, thank you.
Don Storbach again with the Richland Colts. We'll continue on our post-game show after this.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
As we continue here on our post-game show, let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge Energy tomorrow is happening right now. More than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. And for the Richland Colts, it has to be the 1-2 play of Megan Tazark and Blake Miller here. Tazark would finish this volleyball match with over 15 kills. Blake Miller added 6, a number of assists. Both of them would finish with 4 blocks that resulted in points here for the Richland Colts as well in a volleyball match that takes 1 hour and 43 minutes here from the Raider Dome tonight. But Megan Tazark, Blake Miller, the 2 lone seniors for the Richland Colts, are Enbridge Energy players of the game. We go from there to our RDK Enterprises feature play of the match, and it's going to be the 5th set in which Maple River started up 7-0, and then all of a sudden they went 7-5, and then they were up 11-5 at one point, but eventually lose the 5th set, 17-15. A 10-6 run to close it out here for the Richland Colts as they pick up the win here tonight, 17-15. The game of runs by all means in the 5th set, but it goes to the Richland Colts who made the final one when it was 15-15. They get the final 2 points. That is our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the match with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. They thank you, the area growers, for your trust in RDK Enterprises as your planter experts. RDK Enterprises continues to invest in the education of their team members to provide the customer service you expect from your planter experts at RDK Enterprises. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. We'll take one quick break. We're back after this to put a bow on our post-game show and also preview what's to come in the Region 1 tournament on Monday here on your live event. Richland wins it 3-2.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsborough, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
We'll get to some other finals here in a moment on our post-game show, but again on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 3-2, Richland wins it over the Maple River Raiders. Also a final, Enderlin and Sargent County, they went to a 5th set as well. Sargent County does end up defeating the Enderlin Eagles, so the 8-seed Sargent County Bulldogs will play the 1-seed Northern Cache Jaguars coming up at 3 o'clock on Monday here on your live event. Tri-State Weimar Lidgerwood, the 5-12 game earlier tonight. Lisbon and Hankinson, the 7-10 game, and then Richland, the 11-seed, will play Kindred upcoming at 7:30 on Monday night. Again, we will have the Monday night quarterfinals. It's starting at 2:30 in the afternoon with Sargent County and Northern Cass, followed by 3 straight Region 1 quarters. We'll have the semifinals on Tuesday, 3rd place in championship, and then on Thursday. Region 2, the exact same schedule, 4 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Thursday. EDC Volleyball, a pair of quarterfinals, Davies and North on Tuesday night. Then South will play the winner of Shanley and alongside Wahpeton on Tuesday. And then we will have Friday for 4 matches and then Saturday for 3 matches for EDC Volleyball. With the win, Richland now 10-22 on the season for the Maple River Raiders. They finished the year 13 wins, 19 losses, and 1 tie on the season here for the second year of the program history for the co-op between the pro schools of Maple Valley, Hope Page, and alongside the school districts here for the Raiders. Tip of the cap to Coach Craig Poole. 6 seniors again played in their final match here tonight for Maple River, including Chloe Wetch, Jamie Vavra, Mackenzie Motter. You also had Brooklyn Olson, Emma Gollix, and Ashton Hannig playing the final time here for the Maple River Raiders. Congratulations again on a really tremendous season and career here. Good news is basketball, winter sports, spring sports still ahead here for Maple River, but the fall season comes to a close here in Tower City for the Raiders. On the opposite side for the Richland Colts, third time's a charm one more time as they square off with the Kindred Vikings coming up on Monday night at 7:30. On behalf of Alex Hoffman, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks to Don Storbakken and Craig Poole joining us on the pregame show, and alongside with Megan Tazarek and Blake Miller with Don Storbakken joining us on the postgame show. Your final again from the Raider Dome in Tower City, 3-2. Richland picks up the win, including a 17-15 win in set number 5. Good night from the Raider Dome, and we'll speak with you at 2:30 on Monday from Enderlin for the Region 1 quarterfinals.